What's up? What a big day. We got huge all-time highs happening right now. Let me make sure that everything is streaming. There we go. We got it. Let me get into this. And, if you haven't already, hit the likes, hit the subscribes. We're going to get into what's going on with all of the craziness that is happening currently in the Bitcoin market. Boy, oh boy, 66,000 or no, 66,000. What a small baby numbers. $88,000 for one Bitcoin currently. I remember when it was just a little baby at $800, my first buy. Here it is at $88,000. I don't even have any Bitcoin, but congratulations to all the Bitcoiners out there. They've worked hard. They've effortlessly, right? Let me make sure that we got this all going. Why is it not? Okay, here we go. Let's make sure. Here we go. There we go. How's it going, everybody? What's up, Pencil Boy? What's up, dudes? Make sure that okay. Can you guys hear me? Everything's going good. You'll be able to afford that Katana Mark III soon. Have they come out with the Mark III yet? Actually, I just got the Line Pod 6 Go wireless, and I don't even need the Mark II anymore. It's obsolete now. Now I just need a pretty good amp. I sure love me some green candles, dude. Me too. Look at this, dude. 88,000 is just getting blown through. 88,265. One of the reasons why I believe in this pump so much is because not only is it just, you see all of the good things that are coming out right now, with regulation and stuff that, maybe some of these people can lose their jobs, because this is what happens when you actually have a free market, is people start getting excited and, the markets pump. But you get to get some of these guys out. But how many people have you contacted you about crypto in the last 2 weeks, while it's been pumping? Nobody, right? This hasn't even begun. We haven't even started the bull run, guys. Not to say that this isn't the start of the bull run, but it's on the precipice of starting, right? We're at the base level, and everybody, I've already seen it. 88, yeah, exactly. I've already seen the people complaining, oh, we're not pumping hard enough, guys. We haven't been pumping hard enough. Why are Richard's coins not pumping? Guys, this is what happens. Bitcoin pumps, then Ethereum pumps, then all the other coins pump. All right. That's just how it always has worked. All right. Sometimes you get, these one-offs that go crazy, and that's what they usually do. Sometimes, that's why you've got to be in these tokens now, not messing around. Because if you were just like, nah, I'm waiting for the dip, not to say there won't be a dip, but at some point the dip will be gone, right? You're going to be gone from the dip. Hey, JW, thank you for the $10. When Moon, Dr. Hexo. Let's go ahead and see what we're at right now. Let's get a refresh. We at one point, I would love the moon right now. 10 cents, 20 cents, that'd be great. I think what we're seeing right now is, people really getting excited about Bitcoin. Honestly, look at Bitcoin. I mean, it's just tearing it up. But just think of how many millions and millions and actually billions of dollars have to go into this to pump it that hard, right? I think that I saw today that there was $3 trillion market cap for all of crypto now. If you've been here for a while, you saw the $1 trillion market cap get broken and everybody was excited. So now we are at $3 trillion. And Ethereum hasn't even begun, right? Ethereum is still below its all-time high. Okay, Bitcoin, when it hit 4,000, something like that, 74,500 or something, that's when it broke its all-time high, and it's already $14,000 over that. And it took it a couple of days, a week or so, to really explode. When did Trump get in? The Tuesday? I can't remember the exact date. November 6th. So it's been 5 days. It hasn't even been a week yet, guys. And yes, we are going to get a pullback, okay? And it's going to look ugly because this is when everybody really gets frightened. And that's when you get the bear traps, because everybody's going to get into this. It's going to freak everybody out, and then it's going to go down. And, you know, I don't know where it goes. Let's say $60,000, $70,000. And then everybody starts getting bearish again, and then boom, that's when it really explodes. I think that we get a slight pullback. I don't know when, right? It could go up to 100,000, and then we get a pullback. But I think we get a pullback, and then we're off to the races. During that pullback, this is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping everybody runs to ETH, and I hope, you know, ETH is so boring now. Maybe it's just me, but man, everybody's kind of just sick of the gas fees. Am I right? They have to do something about the gas fees. What up, fam? What up? But so will RH get left behind? Well, I guess you'll have to stick around to find out. We are the price discovery for Bitcoin. Amazing you guys understand what this is. What? Okay, yeah. Hexa was on point. Well, thank you. It's late here, Poland. Sleepy time. I will watch tomorrow. Good to see you. Hey, hit the like on your way out. And thanks, dude. Thanks. Or is this the top hexo for Bitcoin? Dude, when you're hitting all-time highs, it's really dumb for people to call tops, right? Because you can be short-term on a top, like $88,000 could be the top, and then it just goes down for a little bit. And you know, if I said, oh, $91,000 is actually the top, and then it goes to 88,000, that, you know, it's the short-term top for like 2 weeks. People are gonna be like, ha ha, Hexo, you didn't call it. And then it goes to, you know, when it goes to $91,000, those people are gone anyway. And, you know, they're crying. And I'm like, hey, I called the top. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So it's really dumb to actually call any of this stuff, especially when you get to these points. You know, people are calling 100,000. I said if it, you know, this, we can look at the chart. I'm pretty sure I drew it. Here we go. This is, by the way, this purple line right here, these purple line, Richard Hart called this a long time ago, said, put a squirt gun to my head, that, you know, when this gets broken, that we start getting all-time new highs. And we are down in this area. Okay. This is the weekly chart, by the way. So this is a long period. If we want to go daily, you can even see how long of, how long that was. I mean, it had to have been a while. Plus it went up, it came back down, and then it blew up past the, what was it, 31,000? So Richard Hart called that, you guys, you know, and I've just had this on there since he called it, because I was like, oh, I got, you know, we're all trying to make sure that Richard is, you know, because he says he's a good trader and stuff, which I think he is, but I like to throw it in people's faces when people are like, oh, Richard Hart doesn't know what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, he literally called this. He called the 20,000 top on Christmas Day, or for Christmas in 2018. It's one of the reasons why I followed him, because, well, I followed him because I was a Bitcoin. I wasn't a maximalist, but I was a Bitcoin guy. Like, I held some Bitcoin, you know, the 0.25 Bitcoin that I held when it was worth like $10,000. I held 0.2 Bitcoin. And, at the time, I don't hold it anymore, but you know, he was calling it, and I was so mad at him because he was fudding it. You know, he was like, no, it's done. You know, 20,000 is. I was like, no, this guy's an idiot, but I still followed his stupid trading calls because I was like, nah, he's wrong. And then literally, it just died for the next 2 years or however long it was, and I was so mad. But it brought me to the conclusion. It's like, you don't know what you're doing. I didn't know what I do. I've been in Bitcoin since 2016, the end of 2016-ish. It was like $800, my first Bitcoin purchase. Couldn't even afford a full Bitcoin at the time. And, you know, this is, and he said that, and I was like, whatever. And then I got to realizing, oh, Richard actually knows what he's saying. Started watching his videos, and, you know, the rest, 2017. No, it had to have been early 2018, I think, that he said he was going to make Bitcoin hacks. And I was like, well, I'm just going to follow him because he's a super genius. I'm going to actually think, or, you know, be in these Telegram chats. I think I was one of the first like 10 people to get into Telegram in the Hex chat. And yeah, and ever since then, man, I've been like super Richard Hart, because it's like, dude, he doesn't miss. He doesn't miss too often. We can't say that he never misses, all right? Because, you can go to look into rh.com, see where his buy is. Apparently, his buy for Ethereum is at $3,773. So, $645 million is what he put in for his Ethereum. Apparently, I don't know if this is Richard's money. I'm guessing it was like from the OA wallet or the sacrifice wallet or whatever. So here it is, $645. He's about 70,000 away, or 70 million away from being equal. And again, if it was me, I'd probably have dollar cost averaged in, but he went YOLO'd on it. He YOLO'd this yellow line. And, we're sitting here below the amount, but not by much. And I looked and asked ChatGPT what the math is to get Hex to $1, by the way. Hex to $1 would take about $500 million to pump the price to $1. And, we got $572 million right here. I don't think that he's going to, honestly, a lot of people are going to be mad, but I don't know if he's going to pump your bags, homeboys. I think he'd rather you pump your own bags. But maybe. I mean, great. Imagine we get a 10x on this. $5 billion worth of Ethereum. Just a 10x. That's at $30,000 Ethereum. Sounds like craziness. But so does $360 million or $360,000 Bitcoin, and so that's where we were going. So, yeah. So here's the cup and handle right here, which I called a couple of weeks ago when it was playing out. Everybody was giving me crap. Oh, it's not a cup and handle. Actually, it's a inverted wiener post. Blah blah blah. It's the M, and it's just like, dude, I don't know. Who cares? It's all for fun anyway. Okay, I call it astrology. People that I call it astrology to take that offensive. All these people get offended about everything. It's like, dude, it's just we're just making jokes over here. Nobody knows when the next person's gonna sell. Nobody knows when I'm gonna buy. Nobody knows when I'm gonna sell, right? So we know he couldn't buy it earlier. His lawyers probably told him not to do it. Yeah, true. Yeah, so I mean, this could be really crazy, but if you take this measured move, and I don't know if this is actually a thing, but apparently you go from the bottom to the top of the to the cup and handle, and then you just put that up here, and that's where from the top of the candle, that's where it goes. So it's about $370,000 for one Bitcoin, which, boy oh boy, it's starting to look pretty crazy. 88,000. So never selling. Technical astrology, that's what TA stands for. Yeah, I mean, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's. But I mean, look at the RSI. By the way, RSI can it can stay up here for a long time, but it is climbing pretty high at what, 83. It probably gets. I mean, look, we got it clear up to 90 one time back here on the when it hit the lows. So. I don't know. Bitcoin's doing great though. Ethereum is it's lagging, but it's going to play out just the same in my opinion. I think we're going to probably get up to this part, which is, where is this? Boom. $4,800. After $4,800, I mean, the sky's the limit, right? But that's what I'm hoping for, is this Bitcoin starts to taper off a little bit. That's how many I think that MicroStrategy just bought another $2 billion worth of Bitcoin today. So they've put billions and billions and billions of dollars in, and when people start taking their money off of Bitcoin, they get into Ethereum, they start dabbling in the altcoins, and then the altcoins go absolutely crazy. Okay, that's what I've seen since I've been in here. I'm not saying it has to happen this time. Hex could stay exactly where it is or dips for the next 2 years. I have no idea. But, there's a lot of bullish sentiment around the everything right now, and everybody's excited. And this is what it feels like to be in a bull run, honestly. Everything's pumping. The big boys are pumping. There's really good news. The best indicator that that we're in a bull run is that there's bad news and nothing happens. Okay, that's my favorite indicator. If something bad happened, oh well, this agency's going after XRP or whatever. XRP starts pumping. It's like, what? How did that? What do you? That's how you know we're in a bull run, and that hasn't really happened yet because we've only been in it for like 5 days since the election. But green candle party, yeah, let's do it. That looks like a taco. Oh, is this a taco pattern? Is that what we're in? Taco pattern? Yeah, it is a taco pattern. You're right. We don't talk about it too much here, but this is you gotta bring it in. There we go. Taco pattern. Hexo is the OG Hex streamer. First time listening, usually listen to RH Maxami and Creed for Pulsum Hex. Just found your channel subbed. Hey, thank you, Steven. Or Stefan, whichever you want to go with. But yeah. Thanks for doing that. Let's see. Oh boy, you when you realize there's no actual top/price ceiling. Well, this is another bullish case, right? Is the I mean, there's been so much regulation on crypto since the last bull run that boy, oh boy, I feel like everybody has this pent up energy that they're like, they were waiting for a bull run and they just needed an excuse, right? To pump it. They needed to tell their wife, there's something going on, and that with the elections and pro crypto. And I mean, if you listen to some of what Donald Trump said about crypto, love him or hate him, but he seemed like he wanted to be the crypto capital of the world. You listen to JD Vance, he talks about how Gary Gensler's kind of kind of wrecked the entire crypto space. You see that JD Vance has $500,000 of Bitcoin, probably way more than that now. He's like one of the top whales for AVAX. And then Donald Trump started a coin, World Liberty or something, World Liberty Finance. I'm not into it. I wish I could have been into it, but I'm not an accredited investor. Yeah, I mean, and it's supposedly a DeFi coin. So it's like, dude, he understands DeFi. And even if he doesn't understand it, this isn't somebody's going to be like, actually, Hexo, he doesn't understand what DeFi is and he has no idea what your coins even do or DeFi does. It doesn't matter, dude. He put his coin on a blockchain. He made NFTs. He can't be like, yeah, we're not going to do that stuff. We need to get somebody in there. He would be the biggest hypocrite. Not that, somebody's going to be like, actually, Hexo, he is a hypocrite. But he literally did those things. So if he's going to start charging people like this regime or the last regime has done, Joe Biden's regime, then he would have to sue himself. And you think he's going to do that? No. So it's like, dude, this is crazy bullish for all of DeFi, for all of crypto. I get rid of the SEC. That's what I think. And that's another thing. Elon Musk, you look back at Elon Musk, he got a huge fine from the SEC for saying that he wanted to take his company public. I believe it was public. It might have been private, but I think it was public on Twitter in 2017, 2018. If you guys were around then, it was like a big deal. He was like, "Oh, I'm going to take Tesla." I think it was it was Tesla public at $4.2069, and somehow the SEC was like, "Oh, well, you're manipulating the price because of this price," So whatever, they sued him. He pretty much couldn't say anything about Tesla again on Twitter. That was like what I don't know if he had to end up paying a fine, but he wasn't able to talk about Tesla price rise or whatever. And the SEC won. Well, he is pissed off at the SEC. So this is like, he might get some revenge and just be like, we are done with the SEC. Because he even says in an interview, I don't respect the SEC. And a lot of the things that they do, it's just like, really, dude, why don't you just let the market do what it's going to do? Does it really matter that Elon Musk said something about we're going to take the thing public at 420? Like, he's just making a freaking, you can't have free speech in a world like that where you can't even say things on a public forum without getting in trouble. So this could be the end of the SEC, which I'm hoping it is. And I know that the CFTC is, that's one thing that Identity Block talks about, is that they want it to, and CFTC might actually regulate it worse. So maybe we keep it. I'm not entirely sure. That's something, more. But again, if they're going to do that, then Trump's going to get wrecked on, getting in trouble, because he has made a DeFi coin and he made NFTs. So I don't think that he's going to, throw himself in the jail or fine himself. So super bullish about it. Honestly, super bullish. All right, let's see where we're at. Oh, we got a little ready candle, 8.2 on 1.82. All right, let's go. We know he couldn't buy it. Okay, his lawyers probably told him not to do it. Probably. And I mean, why would he want to do it too? It's like, I would rather, if I was him, I would let all these goofballs completely sell out for coins that, are down like crazy today, right? Zero, they went down 20 or 30% today. Or, like a Zen, where they're down 100%. Literally, I've never seen a coin actually go down 100% without rug pulling. But Zen is there. So, and then we've got other coins that have done the same thing. So, it's pretty funny. But everybody will be eating crow for the next week or for the next year or so while the bull run continues on Hex, hopefully. Never selling? Well, I wouldn't, if you're not planning on selling, what are you doing here? I don't know if you want to never sell. Let's see exactly how to measure the cup and handle. That's exactly how to do it. I thought so. I've taken a couple of trading courses when I used to trade from 2016 to 2019. But obviously I'm streaming because I have no money. Well, not no money, but boy, if Hex was at $10, I wouldn't be streaming. Okay, that's the cutoff for me streaming anymore. You guys pump it to $10, no more Hexo. So, choose wisely, boys. Do you want Hex, or do you want Hex to $10 to make us all rich? I want the $10, and I think you guys want the $10 too. It's okay if I don't have to stream anymore. I'll come to your kids' bar mitzvahs or something, and I'll charge you a hefty fee for being the clown or something. I wonder if he's staking his ETH. Possibly. Not a bad. Yeah, I never thought about that. First time listening. Oh, okay. Let me see. When people say RH is going to pump our bags, I always think about how he didn't buy you lunch. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Oh, it's up to us, guys. He don't work for us. True. Exactly. If you don't know that story, I went out to lunch with Richard Hart when I went to England. Sat down. He was eating, and he ordered literally everything off the menu, which was great. I don't care. And then the waiter put the thing on the table, the receipt, and Richard just turned to me and went, "Thanks, Hexo. Thanks for the thanks for lunch." I was like, yeah. Looked at the thing. It was like $380. I was like, okay, he made me rich. I have to do this. I'm going to be a big boy and pay for the man's dinner. And I did. And it's okay. It's okay. All right, let me see. Is actually a walk pattern. Oh, okay. Walk. Is that some Chinese thing? I don't know. When we are in a bull run, when Mrs. Hexo is pregnant again. True. Yeah, I need to start getting on that. You're probably right. XRP going up 50% is euphoria. Heck, XRP is going up 15% is euphoria. Yeah, probably. Those guys are poor little XRP dudes. Let's see. What was I going to show you guys down here? Oh, I already got messages. Hopefully it's not. Okay. Nothing crazy. Usually it's somebody going, "Your mic isn't working. Hexo, can we chart and compare NVIDIA to Hex and demonstrate why Hex is a better buy?" Probably not in the last 3 years. Is it a better buy? NVIDIA is up like crazy. So I don't know. How come you're not an accredited investor? I thought you were a millionaire. I don't know who's telling you that I'm a millionaire. Just because we had paper gains does not mean we sold. I didn't sell hardly anything. A lot of my stuff is staked for a long time. So I would say over 70% of all of my Hex is staked. So I don't, all these people with fan fictions that were all rich and all this stuff. I mean, some Hexicans did get rich. Don't get me wrong. I will not deny that some Hexicans didn't get rich. But if they're still streaming, They either A, got rich and they've spent it all and they're they're still needing it, or you know, they just like streaming. There's some people that like streaming, but yeah, no, I don't know. Do I know any millionaires? I may know a millionaire that was a millionaire before Hex, but the other people that got rich, they got rich. Okay, having $1 million, by the way, is not rich. Okay, and I didn't even have $1 million. I didn't even cash out $1 million. So I have not been a millionaire, unfortunately. Let's see. Trump-mentals. Yes, I heard that from, what's his name today? Ivan on Tech. Beautiful, beautiful. Trump-mentals. I heard RH and Trump are the same person. Have you ever seen them in the same place? I've heard that too. You know, that might be why I'm the Dollar Tree version of JD Vance is what I've been called. See, when do you think we will be an answer from the courts? Has Nuclear Herb said anything about how long it makes, or how long it might take? Regular, yeah. Nuclear Herb said it was about 60 to 90 days, but because of all the holidays, you know, in the next 2 months, it probably be a little bit past January. But get this. January might be the craziest bullish time ever. Okay, and here's why. Trump actually gets in. All right, he's not in yet, and the markets are already going crazy, and people are gonna be like, did you see how Joe Biden pumped the markets? Look at what Joe Biden did. Joe Biden was still in here. You know, somebody's gonna say that. I know it. I've already said it on Twitter. People get so mad because I said, oh, in 3 years, watch. Everybody's going to be like, oh, Joe Biden's economy is what pumped all of the crypto markets and all of the markets. It's like, yeah, sure it did. You know, because Obama was taking, you know, everybody takes credit. And I have no idea because I'm not an economist. So it's like, dude, I'm not trying to say, oh, this one's this person's or whatever. But I just find it funny that everybody tries to grade each other's papers, but then they want to grade their own papers too. It's like, dude, who cares? Did it go up? Great. Are we doing better now than we were 4 years ago? No. So I'm wrecked. I want something new, right? We're all wanting something new. At least everybody I know. So he said 60 to 90 days, but so January 20th is when Trump is inaugurated into office. I think that we get the 60 to 90 days almost measures straight up with when Trump gets in. And, you know, everybody's done tax harvesting for the year on their crypto. I mean, geez, it could get crazy. And if you look at when people staked in Hex, it was always pretty much yearly. So most people, if you were here, bought their Hex right when Hex came out. So in December-ish, January, it tapered off by the end of January. And then nobody really bought in that whole 8 months. Not to say nobody did, but there was not very much activity for the whole 8 months in between the start of Hex and at the end of Hex. At the end of Hex, there was probably 2 months where everybody started buying up because they wanted to get into the big payday. And right at first, everybody wanted to buy it up because everybody wanted to get Hex, right? They didn't understand it, so everybody just bought. But in between there was about 8 months. Where, I mean, I'm not saying nobody bought, but if you look back at all of the adoption amplifier, all of the ETH that wasn't recycled ETH, it was pretty low. So, and then people staked it for a year or 2 years or 3 years. So they just, you know, they were like, oh, I'm going to stake it for 730 days. What's 2 years? 730? Something like that. You know, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And so most of the stakes, they come out either at the end of the big payday, when the big payday happened, which was in November, you know, so October, November-ish is probably when a lot of these stakes come out, or when Hex first released, which was December and January. Hex Kong, thank you for the $5. This $5 officially makes Hexo a multi-millionaire. Oh no! We were at $1,999,995, and now we're done for. Oh, and 1 cent. Excuse me, because it's $4.99. So we're still below. We just need that 1 penny. Thank you, Hex Kong, for the for the $5 dingoes. All right. Let me see. Let me get some more questions out of here. He bought baby stuff. Richard going to jail? Well, I don't know about that. The DOJ hasn't said anything about that. So, good luck with that, Mr. Lick Squid. You can lick my, okay, let's see. Actually, damn expensive burger. Well, it wasn't just the burger. It was all of the appetizers. I think he ordered literally every single appetizer that was on the menu, and it was like a Gordon Ramsay, place. So yeah, it was pretty expensive. It was good though. It was. And we traded burgers. Like I cut my burger in half and he cut his burger in half and we switched burgers.
Oh.
But he picked it, so I'm wondering if he thought that I was trying to poison him or something. Saludos Dese Leah Peru. I don't know what none of that means. Hopefully I didn't say a bad word. Do you think Richard cares that eHex will always be looked at as the failed product if it never reaches all-time highs again? Well, I mean, dude, look how much it takes. It's 120. There's 127 million hex over there on eHex. It ain't gonna take that much hex or money to pump it to all-time new highs. It's actually, I think it's harder to pump p-hex to all-time new highs than it is eHex. Just think, and you know, I'm not one of these eHex boys. I hold both of them, so I don't want to FUD either of them. I think that they'll both do great. I think that Pulse Chain will obviously always be the laggard, or excuse me, eHex will probably be the laggard. But if somebody wanted to pump it, even if it wasn't Richard, it would be way easier to pump than p-hex, because everybody has sold their eHex on Pulse Chain, or excuse me, they've already sold their eHex. Everybody that wanted to sell their eHex is out. You know, nobody's sitting on, well, maybe a lot of people are sitting on it, but I when I see people staking, I see people staking for the 7, you know, I call them liquid stakes. You know, from the 1 day to 90 days that you stake, you know, these small baby length stakes that are like 100 million for 7 days. You know, I'd never see them on eHex. Those guys have sold their eHex already. Not to say it's going to explode or whatever, but I don't know, man. I just feel like eHex has such a, it could really explode. Honestly, eHex could really go up high without anybody. And you know, I don't even buy eHex. I buy p-hex if I'm going to buy it, but it literally is one of those where you're like, dang, this thing could, just because I have eHex, right? I'd rather buy the p-hex for whatever reason. I don't know. It's like I'm conditioned to think it's the real hex, you know, hex classic. I like Hex Classic a little bit better. It sounds very like, you know, like we're fancy. You know, we flick our pinky out when we drink, kind of stuff. So but I think that you know, somebody's gonna hate on me. You're promoting eHex. Stop promoting eHex. Richard said it was dead. Blah blah blah. Richard doesn't have to pump it, right? When Richard came out and said that he's not, what I got from it was that he's not going to promote it anymore, and that p-hex is the real hex. That's all I got from it. Not like sell all of your bags and it's over with. I think that it's you know, I think that it can still do multiples X's. Will it reach all-time new highs? Dude, it's weird. Crazier stuff has happened in crypto, right? The craziest stuff that you have seen in crypto will happen. Like I was in Bitbean, okay? Bitbean, the little jetpack, you know, bean that had a jetpack on him that was flying through there. I was in Bitbean, and it did like 1,000x or something like that while I was holding it. Maybe not 1,000. It was pretty high though. I bought it at like 2 satoshis, and it went up to like 400 satoshis, so 200x. But I don't know what it's at now. But, you know, and that's a small pump compared to what some of these do. So, you know, maybe just don't write it off. But maybe don't put everything in it, and maybe don't tell everybody. You know, if somebody wants to get into X, get them half and a half, you know, or whatever. I don't know. If somebody, that is an epic story to tell prices. Thanks. Yeah. Richard on the diner also means no expectation. Oh, on the dinner. Yeah. Damn, she is pregnant again. That means she needs another gold stroller. Yeah, golden stroller. Hey, that stroller actually is pretty nice. I didn't like it at first, but it has really actually helped us out for the last few years. So thank heavens. Let's see. You can leave Lick Squid. I actually like the haters coming in here because it's great. It's a great indicator of how angry they are. When Hexo has Lambo, he won't be streaming. Oh no, I will never have a Lambo. I think they're one of the dumbest things you could probably purchase. Cars, I got my Honda Civic Type R, which was like my dream car. I know people are gonna be like, you're an idiot, Hondas are blah blah blah. Listen, I just like it because it's cool and it's a limited edition. All right, there was one of 600 and I got one, and it was extremely hard to get. But yeah, just cars in general, if they're not for like, because I can't even fit my entire family in it now, even though it has 2 seats in the back and, you know, a passenger seat, so I can fit 4 people, but I can't fit my entire family in there. So it's like, it's nearly useless. It just sits in the garage all the time. Cars are dumb, especially sports cars. You're just worried about people dinging it. You're worried that, you know, somebody, especially Lamborghini, you get hit by somebody, guess what? They're not going to have, even if their insurance, if they have insurance, their insurance probably pays for like $100,000 to $150,000 worth of a car, right? So where you buy a $300,000 Lambo, what happens then? They total it. Okay, you're wrecked, dude. You're negative $150,000 because somebody wrecked into you and totaled your Lambo. And they're pretty easy to total. You just bump that front end or that back end and bend the frame. You're done for. So no, cars are stupid to spend your money on. At this point, I want to get I still rent my house, as a multimillionaire, as I've been called. Not that I am one, but I love being called one on the internet, even though I'm not one. All I'm looking forward to right now is buying a house, and it's not even, it's less than $1 million house, probably like 600,000 or 700,000, which somebody's gonna be like, oh, that's so expensive. Look, that's like basic 3-bedroom, maybe 4-bedroom, 3 baths here in Idaho. Okay, so that's just what I need for my family. But that's all that's literally all I have planned for the rest, for all of my monies. I already got my car, Amazon packages nearly every other day. So there's that too. Not for me. I should have just bought Doge this whole time. Yeah, you should have. See, Liquid's good. That's original. Yeah, it's very original. Richard's going to jail. Oh, why? Because he committed fraud. Oh, really? Go read the SEC transcripts about how he committed fraud. If you read the transcripts, literally the judge is just clowning on the entire fraud case, because they're like, he committed fraud. Oh, okay. Where's the fraud? Well, he it's like, I can't remember the exact wording, but they were trying to say that he collected $1 billion, and it's like, yeah, but he delivered the product, right? And they're like, yeah. It's like, okay, so where's the fraud? You're the fraud, SEC. What number is rich? Poor people are in the negative. What number is rich? Poor people are negative. What are you talking about? We got $88,000 Bitcoin, $3,325 Ethereum. There we go. Do you sincerely believe that Hex is still better than Bitcoin? Yes. I know that Pimp Barbecue Sauce probably is angry, but yeah, why wouldn't it? Bitcoin, literally, have you ever used Bitcoin? Go and use Bitcoin. Everybody that says Bitcoin is better than whatever it is, please go use Bitcoin. You've never used it. You have never used it, Pimp Barbecue Sauce. I guarantee you've never actually used it. You probably bought it on Coinbase and you keep it on a centralized exchange. You've never used Bitcoin. Maybe you sent it to a wallet, but that's it. You've never transacted with it. You've never used it. Oh, but the Lightning Network, it sucks, dude. Okay. Why do you use a layer 2 when you could use something that's on a layer 1? Right? Like, what are you talking about? It sucks. Use Ethereum. It's way faster. Use Pulse Chain. It's exponentially faster and cheaper. You've never used Bitcoin. Listen, Bitcoin, it takes 3 transactions or blocks to make sure that the Bitcoin is there. I think that some centralized exchanges make you have 6 blocks. Guess how long that is? Guess how long a block is? Well, in Ethereum, it's 14 seconds. In Pulse I think it's 13 or 10. I can't remember exactly which one it is now. But it's 13, 14. Guess how what a block is in Bitcoin? 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay? 10 minutes. So you have to wait 30 to 60 minutes to get your Bitcoin. And that's if there's nobody using it. Okay? If there's some people using it, like probably there is now, good luck. Good luck. Good luck trying to get your Bitcoin. So yes, I think that it's vastly superior to Bitcoin. Hex does exactly what Bitcoin does. You can send it, you can receive it, and guess what? That's what Bitcoin does. Those are the 2 things that it can do. You can sell it. That's about it. Send and receive. There you go. Without anybody trying to stop your transaction. Whoa. But guess what Hex can do? You can actually stake it and get yield on it trustlessly. Can you do that on Bitcoin? No. Not trustless. You have to give it to a middleman to be like, please, I want to get that 10% on my Bitcoin. And then that middleman steals your Bitcoin, like they've done so many times since we've been in. Many of us in the Hex community have seen it. And then bam, you just lost all of your Bitcoin because you gave it to a stranger thinking that you'd get 10% back on it a year. And then they just scam out. You can't get that in the Hex. Nobody's going to scam out because guess what? It's trustless. Nobody's pulling the strings. Nobody's sending you 10% each week or whatever they're paying you out in the Bitcoin scams. No, it's trustless. You say you're going to stake it for 100 days. Trustlessly, it gets paid out trustlessly after the 100 days or whenever you want to end the stake, actually. And then you get penalized. So there's a lot of cool things that happen in Hex. Bitcoin, you can literally just send and receive it. It's so boring and so lame. Even Ethereum is way better than it. And I have like 0.1 Ethereum to end my stakes on Hex for Hex. So it's like, like everything literally is better than Bitcoin. Almost everything is better than Bitcoin. Granted, it's up. But guess what? It's because it has name recognition, which is great. But it's not because it's better technologically. Yes, I sincerely believe that it's better. FTX, Celsius, Gemini, Luna, call scammers. Yes, there you go. Those are all of them. You're dramatically waiting for the block approvals in Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't even know if they have a block explorer in Bitcoin. They might, but I remember I don't remember them having one when I was transacting with Bitcoin. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna watch the Hex chart. Whoever is selling. Price doesn't mean that it's not technologically better, right? That's not like, I don't think so. Damn. I am okay. Let's see. KD. Okay. If you quit and don't have to work for 20 to 30 years at your current lifestyle, you're rich. True. Not a bad. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a lot of these people. They can't afford their lifestyle. So now they have to sell you a course. They have to sell you, get-togethers, hangouts. Hang out with me. If I start telling you guys, hey, if you want to come hang out with me, you want to come and hang out with the cool dog Hexo, but you got to spend $500 to come hang out with me, and then I'll buy your hotel, and that's going to cost you $5,000 because I'm going to do all of the stuff on the back end. All you got to do is get your flight. Consider me wrecked. I'll be the rectologist. Again, if that ever happens, I probably just wouldn't stream. These people that won't get jobs, they'd rather just sell you guys something. Just realize that they're doing it for a reason, or if I'm selling a token, right? If I'm selling a token, then it's like ultimate rectologist. Get rich, be rich, stay rich. True. 2017, it was 20K. Now 7 years later, we were up 4.5x up. Okay, wow, we went 10,000x in a few months with Hex. Yeah, exactly. See, yeah, exactly. Well, people will not even say, they don't want to have any recognition of that, right? And 2017, it was 20K. Not only was it 20K, and we've only went up 4.5x since then, but just think, we went up 10,000x, and even with a 99% drawdown, we're still up over 100x. So that's still up like 25 times. the amount that Bitcoin has done in 7 years. You know, and I get it because Bitcoin has went from a penny to $88,000, but it's also been around for 12 years, 13 years, however long it's been, since 2009. So 15 years. So it's like, yeah, give Hex the 15 years, see where it's at. Maybe let's not compare apples to oranges exactly in price. You know, all these people, oh, look, Hex is going down. It's at 1.8 and Bitcoin, it just keeps rallying. It's at $88,000. It's like, yeah, 10% on the day, 9% on the day. Can Hex do that with like one little buy from somebody? Yeah, that's how easy it is to pump Hex to 10 cents or 10%, excuse me. Cuck the $2 super chat, you cheap bastards. Thanks, Hex Kong, for the $2 for the let's see. Hanging out with me and selling a token sounds like BitBoy. Yeah, well, people, you know, I get it. The thing is, BitBoy, you know, and a lot of people hate on me because I did an interview with BitBoy and I gave him a chance. Because obviously I wanted him to, you know, go. He seemed like granted, he seems a little neurotic sometimes, but he seemed like he wanted to get off the crazy path of what his BitBoy image was, which was shilling garbage tokens with that group of people. And he wanted to, you know, kind of make his own path. That's where I was trying to go with it. And I was like, this guy's been beaten down. Maybe he wants to correct himself. Maybe he wants to have like a hero journey. And I even told that to him. I was like, dude, it looks like you're kind of trying to do the hero journey. That's great. I think that's awesome. You know, I hope that it all works out for you. Granted, he didn't do it. Okay, you can't. Not everybody but the thing is he's got more audience than anybody in our ecosystem, right? I think Crypto Coffee or probably Crypto Coffee and Sami have two of the biggest. They get, you know, but BitBoy gets like 3 or 4 times more than views than them, right? So talking to him couldn't hurt. Being nice to people never hurts, right? So like everybody wants to attack BitBoy. BitBoy does this. BitBoy does this. Actually, Wendy-O does this. It's like, dude, you guys are just cutting off the legs that we don't already have, because some people that are actually willing to talk about us, even if they don't do exactly what you want them to say, even if they might be centralized, fans, centralized exchange fans, you slap them in the face and they're going to be like, dude, I'm not going to talk about you guys. Cause that's what I would do. If somebody, you know, if all these people that wanted me to talk about their coin were just slapping me in the face, if I was talking about every single coin on the planet Earth that I liked, you know, I don't obviously, but if a group of people came over and was like, you do this and you do this, so I'm not going to be a fan of yours because you do this, I'd be like, well, okay, I'm just not going to talk about that entire ecosystem anymore. So, you know, and we need more eyes on Pulse Chain. That's how we get the big old pumps, right? You get eyes on it, green candles come, and then people know about it. So the people that are, you know, hating on BitBoy, hating on Wendy-O, hating on whoever, probably is not the best way to get your name out there. Hit the like for our veterans. Yeah, good idea. The Bitcoin miners could decide one day to make the new limit to 41 million. I try to tell people that, Benny Blanco, but they don't believe me. You know, oh, actually, and dude, it's so far in the future anyway that people are just like, oh, well, maybe, you know, because it's like 80 years from now or something that there's no more Bitcoin to mine. So nobody cares right now. So they think that it's just, oh, well, that'll never happen because then they'll be mining the fees and they don't care. It's like, dude, if people are actually mining Bitcoin in 100 years, which I don't personally think they will, because boy, oh boy, imagine waiting in 80 years, 10 minutes, no, 60 minutes for your transaction to finish, when there's something like, you know, they're done in milliseconds because that we got faster blockchains now and upgrade. You can't upgrade Bitcoin. It's already been tried. Look at it. Look how many upgrades we've gotten since 2017 was the last one. SegWit. I don't know. Maybe there has been one, but I don't keep up with Bitcoin obviously enough, but hasn't been many. Think Hex hits 2 cents on the New York stream and we all hit popper and never sold. What? Is Caspa a threat to Pulse Chain? No, Pimp Barbecue, you're an idiot. You're the Caspa. We are the only ones who can't be taken over by evil. Also, Hex never had inflation bugs. Is Cardano oh gosh, I got locked up. Oh, there we go. Is Cardano a threat to Pulse Chain? Is XRP a threat to Pulse? Get out of here, bro. Are you really that dumb? Pimp barbecue sauce? Come on. None of these are a threat to each other. They all just do their own thing. Okay. Plus, we have the smartest founder. We're going to have the one that beats all the SEC regulation. And guess what? When SEC gets wrecked from, who knows if it's going to be dismissed, but I have a pretty big hunch that it's at least going to, they're not going to do too well in court if it ends up going to court. Just think, we have one that, we win the case. Even when they're, the SEC might not be around. Gary Gensler, I've heard. Is it, what the heck? Am I still alive? Am I still alive, boys? Oh, there we go. Okay. Dude sounds like Joker. Probably is. I bet I can make a gay yes man Hexkin account and get more followers than a Hex Kong account by the end of the year. A gay yes man Hexkin? What? Hex is the best, bro. Rare. Yeah. Hex is the best. Reality just didn't adjust to the facts yet. True. Spill, what's the latest with the Pulse price predictions? I don't know, man. I don't even look at the price. What is the price of Pulse Chain right now? It's still at like half a what, a 10,000th of a penny? I don't know. I haven't looked at the chart in a long time, honestly. I look at Hex. That's about it. We can look at it. It's looking good, dude. Just imagine it gets up to here. Let's go ahead. I think this looks nearly like the Bitcoin chart when it was in the this part. I'll show you, boys. This. Oh boy, what did I just do? There we go. This part looks kind of like this. Then we get up to something like this. And it turns into a cup and handle. Right? Bull flag. Boom. Crazy pumpage. That's something I'm just coming up with right now. And then, I literally bought this top, by the way. Anybody that's like, oh, Hexo has insider information, Richard tells him. I literally bought this top of 2.8. 6 figures into it. I cashed out some Hex. Wrecked my life. But I'm still, I'm still a fan. But it'd be pretty cool to get this whole thing almost a cup and handle, right? I'm just cup and handle. I feel like I'm British right now. Just this whole thing, just a big old cup and handle, come down a little bit and then just explode into the nether. Let's see what it would be. Let's just see what it would be if this whole thing was a cup and handle. Because you'd have to take it from this to that. Let's just see. This, so you'd take it from here. It'd be about, what, a half a penny? No, half of a, right there. Half of a thousandth of a penny. Still pretty good. I think we can go higher than that, though. Easy. Well, it looks like we're getting a pullback on Bitcoin now at $87,000. It'd be nice to see Ethereum go up because, we all want this Richard Hart's ETH to go up. But again, I don't know if he's going to buy your bag. So good luck with that. Who knows? Let's see. Oh, by the way, I was going to show you guys the Bitcoin trends on Google Trends. What it looks like. This is what I'm saying. Nobody's even like, have you had your aunt and uncle and your granny messaging you about crypto? No, nobody's messaged me about crypto. Everybody knows I'm involved. Nobody's talking about it. Okay. When people start messaging you about it, when people start talking about it, when it's on the news daily, about, you know, oh, this person's made a millionaire. Hey, this Doge token really took off. And who would have known this Hex token really could have changed people's lives? That's when we're in the bull market. And that's, you know, when we're already feeling euphoria because I feel like we've been beaten down for so long, especially Hexicans, right? That, you know, we're on the precipice for Hex at least. But until really, I wonder what is this note for Bitcoin? Okay. Until we beat the SEC, until I would say about 8 or 9 cents. I mean, 3.5 cents right here. But I even said 3.5 cents today on Twitter, which I think is about right here. I don't think it is. It's right about here. Which is just breaking all of these resistances that we have. Here, let's look at it bigger. It's just breaking all of these resistances that we have. Like this one, all of them, which is about 3.5, somewhere in there, somewhere up in these parts. Once we break those, dude, there's nothing. And look, the volume on this is starting to pick up. As you can see, there was no volume down here. Nobody was buying it. Everybody was angry. Everybody didn't want to buy it. And then now we're getting some big old volume candles. So we just got to keep it up. I mean, look, you got a big old volume right here, and then it just came right back down. So that's the you know, but I think that we're very close to a bull run, if we're not already. But the SEC thing does have to close out to get, I think, all-time new highs. What else? I think, yeah, I mean, just there's a lot of excitement around in general. So Hexo, let's go. What's up, Franklin? I remember when Hexo caught that falling knife at 0.003 back in the day. That's true. On the big payday, I bought it right after the big payday happened at 0.003. And I've been sitting on them bags for a while. Let's see. Also, a lot of weak hands got rinsed by now. We are good to go. Yeah, very true, Vidian. Yeah, that's another thing. You know, some people are like, well, we got to get rinse some of these other guys out because they blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, most of these guys are out. If you were sitting on liquid Hex for the last 2 years, 3 years, like you probably sold by now, right? Like you're probably done. Now we're dealing with traders, you know, people that are having their stakes unstaked. There are these liquid staked bags that I keep seeing people stake for 7 to 10 to 90 days that, you know, I feel like we need to rinse out. But I think at 10 cents, I mean, we've talked about it before, and I'll show you guys really quick what I think about it. What I think the price chart will look like. Okay, we're gonna go black, and then we'll get the lines. Oh, we got a arrow line. Don't mind the arrow. Okay, there we go. And we got this one. Okay, we are at 1.8 cents. I really think that all we got to do. So here's 1.8. Gosh dang it. What color should we use? We'll use magenta. There you go. 1.8 cents. All right. So we are like this right now, the chart. I think we get a little bit more. I honestly think you get a little bit more craziness in the markets. Let's say 3. I mean, these are the numbers that I gave you a while ago, but 3 cents. You get up to 3 cents, and then we see a dip back down, right? Oh gosh. You get a dip back down to maybe 1.8 cents, maybe below 1.8 cents. This really gets a lot of those people that were staked, or the liquid stakes. I would say it gives out 30% of them. Let's see. Let's do a 30%. Okay. Let's do it over here. 30%. Okay. Then, if this was me and I was controlling the markets, this is what I would do. Then we get a pump to 5 cents. Hexcon gave you the $2. I love me some Hexo paint time. Cap with drawing. Cap with the drawing. Yes. Thank you for the $2. Then we get up to 5 cents. Okay. Now, let's say that there's 200 million. let's just say 200 million hex that is liquid staked. This liquid stakes again is 90 days or less for staking. You see a lot of it. If you go onto the trading view thing, you can see people staking. A lot of it is, oh, I'm going to stake my 100 million for 7 days. Maybe it's more than 200. We'll say 300 million. Okay. 300 million. All right. And let's say 300 million of the, like, these people are just looking to get out. All right. 30% at 3 cents. So that's what? 240 million left after that. So at 5 cents, I think we get almost a 50% of those guys gone. Okay. And then we get another dip, a dipperoni back to, 1 cent, or not 1 cent, but 2 cents somewhere in here. Okay. And then 7 or 8 cents somewhere in here, we get a pump. Gosh dang it. All right. Then you get a pump up here. Now, dude, the rest of those guys, they're selling it. 7, 8 cents. They're like, dude, I'm out. I've been on these liquid bags. I've been on these liquid IV bags for a long time. Maybe 10 cents is the max over here. But if we're trying to get rid of all of these guys, I think that this is really where you flush them all out. This is where most people are taking all of their profits, 150 million hex that they have left or whatever, and they dump it all, and we get down to 5 cents again. But the cool thing is, after that, you've got nothing, right? Gosh dang it. Come on. What's going on here? There we go. You've got nothing in now. These guys have all sold, right? So you have no liquid, huge liquid bags. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. These ones that have 100 million, 60 million, 50 million, anything above 50 million is really, something that'll probably affect the price in a pretty big way. So there, and then nobody has much of that, and it gets spread out. That 350 million or whatever, however many millions there are, gets spread out amongst, 10 people that hold 300 million, and it gets spread out to now 3,000 people. And now it takes 3,000 people to dump the price as much as these 10 people had. And now you have a crazy bull run, right? We just got to get rid of these liquid guys, liquid staked guys, because those are the guys that are only, they're looking to get out. The traders are always going to be there, but this is these are only my thoughts. I don't know where it actually goes, but once 10 cents hits, I think that it's off to the moon, like crazy. Love all of our top people who stayed true. Well, thank you, Plenty Blanco. So like me, and who else? Let's see. Rackham is a Jew, so he obviously knows the value of a penny. Maybe, I don't know. Is that a thing? We need to account for the next OG scam too. Wrecked plebs are promoting Rectum Rochelle again. Yeah, I mean, if that's even him, that's the thing. It might be just somebody using his pictures. Is it actually him? Or has anybody made sure it's actually him? I don't know. I mean, just ignore the dude. If you don't like him, just ignore him, right? It's one of those things where he could literally only hurt the price or pump it if he's going to buy it, but I don't think he buys anymore because he got all butt hurt. What about BankX? Well, that's on eHex, but once BankX, just imagine what BankX is going to do, right? Like, they've only got, what do they have? 500 million? I don't even know how many hundreds of millions they have, but they have it on eHex. So it's like, sell it all. Cup and Gamble candle. All right. Cup and Gamble. I like that. All right, where are we sitting at here? Oh, 1.79. Are we really doing this, guys? Is that where you guys want to be when Richard Hart comes back? Is this where you guys want to be when Richard Hart comes back? Let's see. RH created some incredible financial instruments. Yep. I like to be called the ukulele of Richard Hart. Diamond hands and steel balls. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah. I thought it was weird that Rack was supposed to be almost out, and now this. He was supposed to be out. I think he owns like 190 billion pulls. So I don't know if he was going to get out, but I think that he doesn't own a single Hex. I think he sold it all for Hex. So yeah. I think it's weird that the Rack account is mentioning Pulse Chain alts. Well, I mean, that just seems like the guy, but yeah, I would like proof that it's actually him. 2 girls and a cup and handle. Okay. The whole world's coming. We just waiting. True. You guys, you people disgust me. Is that what he said? I'm sure it is. I know that. Let's see. Not sure you'll rinse them out. New ones will likely form, yet likely smaller scale, which could be beneficial. He's drawn the F around and find out chart. I remember when actually. Okay, let's see. Word. Also, a lot of weekend. Okay, let's see. I have ETH now. Should I swap for Pulse Hex and Pulse X, or should I wait until ETH pumps a little bit? Well, that's up to you, man. I mean, are you waiting for Pulse Chain to pump? I mean, dude, this is Pulse Chain looking like it's. I mean, it's half the sacrifice amount, right? This should be 0.0001, and it's at 0.00005. So it's half almost, not 50% exactly. It's like 45% or 42.9% down from the just the sacrifice, right? And this is even further down, 70%. So, you know, do what you want to do with your money. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. People, when you ask me, by the way, well, so what would you do? Guys, I'm going to tell you what I would do. I traded PulseX. I had like $1,200 or $1,500 a couple weeks ago that I bought some PulseX with it. And it was at points like it was at 313. That's where it was at. So I was banking on the elections exploding the crypto markets. Obviously the crypto markets went. PulseX hasn't done too much, but dude, PulseX when it wants to go, I'm guessing it'll do pretty well, right? I think that this is another chart where if you're sleeping on it, this is another cup and handle that possibly could play out. Look, the volume isn't even started to pick up on that. Not only that, you go and look at the fundamentals of PulseX. It's got 1.7 trillion burned. There's only, without the, if I don't include the OA, somebody's gonna be like, actually, it's that. I don't include the OA because it's not going to sell anything. If it starts selling something, let me know. But there's only 20 trillion of the tokens, and it's already burned almost 1%, 5%, 5.3% of all of the total supply that it's going to have. That's pretty crazy, right? And if you hover over it, you can see $35 million has been burned. Do you even have 1/35 of that, $1 million that you put into PulseX? No, I don't either. So it's like it's burned 1 billion PulseX. That's crazy. It's burned more than you could even imagine. Imagine just having the burn address. Obviously, nobody has that address. It's just hypothetical. But boy, 1 billion, and this isn't even on volume, guys. There's no volume. The higher, the more transactions that actually start happening, the more PulseX burns. So this is a bear market that PulseX has been it burnt 5.3% on. Just imagine when the bull market comes around. PulseX is a big one. Pulse Chain's a big one too. Incentive token. You can buy it if you want. If that's what you're into. I don't buy it. But if that's what you're into, just because I know people with huge validators, like somebody that we've already mentioned that, just dump the price daily with incentive token because they get, millions of incentive token. No thanks. Let's see. I guess it's because they're farming. But Hexo is long and strong. Well, inverted and trinverted. I don't know what. The trillion, not billion. Oh, did I say billion? Yeah. 1 trillion. Yeah. 1 trillion tokens. You're right. Trillion is, of course. Big ups, Hexo. Great to see you live stream again. What a day. Yes. What a day. Yeah. It seems like it's kind of, tapering down a little bit. We're at 86,700. Now is when people start getting bearish. Oh no, it's gonna be crazy. I mean, dude, if it starts getting down to like 80,000, then I wouldn't get bearish, but I'd be like, dang. But still, we gotta, yeah, it's gonna be great. Songs and tracks with RH content on deck. Stay tuned. All right, checks. Let's see. The neat part is that also 35 million buy pressure that can never be dumped. True. Only can count to 4. Yeah, I've been there before. I mean, I was 4, but did you bet on camel toe or Trump and call sheet? I wouldn't have. I don't bet, obviously, because I don't know, but I would have bet on Trump, obviously, because I'm a freaking genius. I mean, why wouldn't we bet on Trump? If it was camel toe, we would have been wrecked anyway. And yeah, I guess it could have helped me, but inflation would have killed us. Going to buy PulseX now. All right. Well, you do what you're going to do. But like I said, I bought PulseX the last couple weeks. I like Hex really, it would probably, if I was going to put a list right now of like what one of my things is I want to get 1 billion Pulse and PulseX. And then, the Hex, I've already got a huge bag. So I don't really buy that one. I'd rather make it so my Hex bags are not like crazy not over leveraged, but I have a huge Hex bag compared to Pulse Chain and PulseX, so it's like let's balance these a little bit. But they're not balanced at all, not at all. I wish they were, but again, I'm glad I didn't sacrifice a whole bunch either, because I'd be in Wreckville like some of these guys that were like, I'm gonna sacrifice all my Hex. Like, yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Oh, let's see. He is back. He was in Spaces. Wait, who was in Spaces? Rack spoken VC and for sure him. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully I see a bunch of you guys walking on the beach with him. When we hearing your marine stories, well, ask me, what do you want to hear? I guess. I don't know. I got a few of them. Yeah. All right, shouldn't stream anymore and be the modern day Satoshi. Yeah, I've been thinking of the same thing. Gaming TiVo. I just don't think that I think that, like, if you read the SEC's, like what they were trying to get him with, and they were trying to get him to have an injunction so he couldn't talk on Twitter or YouTube anymore. Like, he couldn't stream about cryptocurrencies anymore, which I don't think he obviously fighting that. That's one of the things he's fighting. So I don't think that he's going to allow that to happen. Is this what you signed up for, plebs? 1.79 cents? Yeah, for real. I have ETH now. Should I swap? Oh, okay, let's see. I already asked that. The whole world's coming. We just waiting. True. I think it's weird what the... Okay. Get that billion, bro. Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to get that billion. Is Hexo coming out with a thumbnail NFT collection for the culture? Probably not. Let's see. I mean, I could probably make pretty good money off of it, as somebody made, like a couple $1 million off of some of the ideas that I had off of the last one, like $20 million off the NFT collection, which probably should have done something about that, but no, I haven't done anything. I probably won't. Best story at Hexo, because it was a Marine's anniversary. Yeah, yesterday was the Marine anniversary. I have lots of weird stories. I don't know. I'll tell you the one that I got. Okay, well, I'll just tell you this one. One time. One time in band camp. No, so I was in the Marines. I was over in Iraq. And if you've ever been to Iraq, they don't take craps like we do here in the Western Hemisphere, or in the West. They don't just have toilets. They have like an outhouse kind of thing, and then they have a hole that you like kind of hover over, and then you crap into it. If you've ever been to like an Asia country, a lot of them have this. But in Iraq specifically, there's just the hole, and then they have like a little like a hose out there that they just spray themselves with, and, bidet, if you will, and then it through the hole it just goes right out into the streets. Okay, so the whole place smells a little funky, if you could only imagine. So on a hot summer day, you know, when it's 110 degrees out, oh my goodness. Oh, just take me back. Somebody give me that smell in a candle. Somebody make the candle of the Iraq middle of the summer. So one day, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever put on night vision goggles. I don't know if they've upgraded them or whatever. I was in the Marines, 20 years ago? So I got it in 2004. I got out in 2008. So I was there in 2006. So 18 years ago. We had night vision goggles that we'd put on, and they were really hard to get your your depth perception is really off. Like, you think that you're stepping somewhere, but you're not stepping there. You know, if you have the double ones, they have one that you have on one eye, and that one was a lot better, but most of ours, we had the double ones. So we had to do this night patrol. And it was, so when I was in Iraq, what we did was we lived in the houses of the Iraqis. Yes, I know somebody's gonna be like, you guys are pieces of trash. Okay, got it. I don't know. Like, I was 18 years old. Sorry. Oh, that's our excuse. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Okay, got it. You're angry that I just was trying to serve my country, thought I was going to protect my country. Obviously, you know, I was tricked as an 18-year-old. I'm sure you never got tricked when you were 18 years old, but so I was over there, you know, we would kick them out of their houses at night, and then we would do patrols. Well, we'd do patrols throughout the night. In the morning, we'd kick one of the Iraqis' families out of their house, and we'd just live there for that day. And we'd sleep or whatever. Well, we just got home from, like, every 3 weeks, we got to go back to the base and take showers. And they were not like, oh, this is such a warm shower. They were out in the middle of nowhere, and they were the coldest water you've ever had. So we'd have cold showers, and we'd come back. So it was 3 weeks after we got to go back every 3 weeks. And it was the day that we got back, we had to do a patrol after you took a shower. So you're all nice and clean. You got to take your clothes and get them washed or whatever. Well, so I got my NVGs on. I'm carrying the 240, which, if you know what a 240 is, it's a big old machine gun. And I'm walking through, I'm patrolling through the streets, and I step in some mud, and then I fall over in the said mud. And oh boy, that wasn't mud. Okay, so for the next 3 weeks, I had to be covered in mud, that every time I would pull off my boots, like, it was caked to my boots. Even my boots, like my laces, every time I would, like, pull out the laces, it would, like, dust. It would turn into dust, and I'd be like, every time I would, like, hit my sweater or my shirt, it would just dust up. That wasn't mud, by the way. It was other things. But yeah, because you put your NVGs on, and I couldn't see that I was that close to the puddle. All right, the puddle of mud. Yeah, that was a rough one. Thanks for the cheap barrels of oil fuel. Yeah, no problem. That was me. You know, I was actually, when I got back, it was like almost $5 and something in California, where I lived at the time, because I was in the Marines. Not that I wanted to live in California again. Thank you for your service. Yeah, no problem. All right, shouldn't even utter Michael Saylor's name, SMH. At least it dries quick. Why shouldn't he utter it, Sean Johnson? I bet, well, maybe not. I don't know. Do you think Richard probably has more Bitcoin than Mr. Saylor? I don't know. White crud, I'm going to be rich. Yeah, I just fell into a pile of white crud. I didn't say crud. I said mud. How many shots did the doc have to take? Oh, yeah. I got sick afterwards. Something, you know, I don't know if that has anything to do with my Crohn's. But boy, you know, that was when I started getting sick. So I don't know if that could be some weird thing that happened to me. Let's see. Literally walked through shit and made it out. Respect. Well, the thing is when I was there, guys, it was really weird because they wanted us to win the hearts and minds of the people. And so some days it was like you'd patrol and you'd be all hard-assed and, you know, taking people out of their house and throwing them out. And then the next day they'd be like, actually, we're going to clean the trash in the streets, which, if you've ever been to an Asian country like India or something, they literally don't have like a trash service. It's like they just unwrap their candy bar and throw it, literally. And so, you know, all these, it's just piles of trash in the streets other than like crap in the streets. And so they're like, we're going to go through and pick up the trash while we're getting shot at. It's like, dude, that was when I knew I was getting out of the Marines. I was like, no, I'm not picking up no trash. And then, you know, you get some generals coming through to see your stupid like base that you've been doing. And we're all sweeping the dirt. No lie. Literally sweeping the dirt outside to make it look better for a general or a full bird colonel. It was like, dude, what are we doing here? What am I doing here? What did I sign up for? I thought I was going to be like doing this badass work. And here I am with a little broom, like, gotta sweep the dirt. General's coming. General's coming today, guys. Police call LT. Yeah. Thanks, LT. Yeah. Who cleans up the trash? Nobody cleans up the trash other than the Marines that were like, oh, we got to win the hearts and mind. Nobody cleans the trash. It's like layered on top of layers. Hexo has a great perspective on his military past. Yeah, some of it. I mean, it was great when I was, there was a reason I got out after 4 years, guys. I didn't want to do that anymore. Yo, Hexo from Gold Coast, Australia, which I went to Australia when I was in the Marines too. I went to Perth. They were pretty offended when we tried to play with the boomerangs that we bought in the park while we were really trashed. Everybody was like, these damn Americans. Yeah. How is carnivore thing going with Crohn's? Is any better? Yeah, it's a little bit better. I wouldn't say that it's like better. It's better. I just got off of prednisone, which is like why I feel like I gained like 10 pounds because they made me take like a month of prednisone, which was not fun to take. I felt like $1 million for the first week, but after that, it was not fun. Hexo, as an OG round trip holder, what do you feel in your gut is in store for around the corner, price wise? Glory $5, asking for a friend. Oh, man, $5 seems like crazy. That would be at like a $3 trillion or no. What would it be? Yeah, like $3 trillion market cap. And obviously market caps are stupid, but people get it into their minds that, a market cap, this has to go. Even at $1, it's $660 billion market cap, which we were half that, $400 billion market cap at one point. So, man, I honestly have no idea, man. $5 sounds great. I honestly have no idea. I think it has to do multiples X's of 50 cents, but I couldn't have even imagined, and I still can't imagine that we went up to 50 cents, right? Because we were in such a euphoric phase at the time that it was like, this will never end, boys. You sit back and relax. This is the time to be alive. And, we all got complacent. We got really complacent and nobody wanted to. I had COVID during the all-time highs, honestly, and I was really sick. But I had so much going on that I really couldn't even pay attention to the charts. Like I was moving, my wife's dad died. There was, I had COVID all within like that September 1st, because I think at all-time high, like September 18th, but that whole month was just crazy for me. So I can't remember exactly, but when it was about 30 cents, even when it was coming back down, I was having the biggest euphoria ever, because it was like, dude, I just like worked really hard to do something and it finally all paid off. And now I'm like getting to meet Richard Hart and hanging out with Richard Hart, and like that we were filming a movie, not that I was in it, unfortunately, fortunately. But it was just like, there was a lot of things that happened within that like 6 months that was just insane, that I really didn't even look at the price chart. That was the crazy, you would pull it up all the time, but it wasn't like I would sit here at the computer and just watch it. Big money printing out of thin air this cycle to pump his own tickers. Who's that? Howdy. Thanks for the Twatter X-File. No problem, Jake. Howdy. We are splitting between 4 to 5 tokens, so Hex won't break $1. 50 cents again would be lucky. Maybe. But you got to realize there's, regulation clarity that could come to this. There's people not thinking that Richard Hart's a scammer anymore. and there's actually legal precedent that is backing that. There's not just us going, actually he's not a scammer because it went up to 25 cents, you know, like it's actually there's some something we can point to be like, well, actually, what does this say? Look at this dismissal, or look at this court case that just got blown out of the water against the SEC for it. So I think that, you know, if we get a good court case hearing and judgment, I think that it could go crazy, right? Hexo, my good friend is high ranking at Fort Polk, will be doing an artificial intelligent nutrition bot that helps cadets active military maintain past health requirements for improved retention. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. You know, it's a good idea. I think that, you know, use the AI as much as you can. I honestly think they need to use it as much as they can, because yeah, it's crazy that they've let they've even let the standards slip since when I was in. I mean, they're trying to let girls in the in the infantry now, which somebody's gonna hate on me for that, but dude, I had here's a military story that you guys will, you know, find funny. But the only time, so like I said, we'd live in these buildings or whatever. Like we took over a bank one time, and they cleared out all of the money. Not us, not like us, but somebody. It was weird because they would be like contractors. It would be like these contractors taking all of the money or the gold out of there. You'd be like, okay, I don't know where you're going with that. I wish I could have a little portion of that. But so I remember the very few times that we saw a woman out there, it would be, you know, all of us dudes, we're all just hanging out. You know, we have this like brotherly passion for each other. You know, everybody gives each other shit because that's just, you know, if you've been around dudes and you're a dude, you know, it's just a bunch of dudes just talking smacks, making fun of each other. Everybody's just kind of, and then, you know, but then a girl comes around and oh my gosh, guys go off the hinge, especially if you haven't seen a girl in like 3 months. Guys were just like, oh, Hexo, you got a small wiener. Remember that? You know, it's like, remember that? Hey, this guy over here. And then somebody else is like, oh, he's doing this. And it's like, it becomes like you don't have that brotherly bond anymore because the girl, everybody's trying to get at the girl. It was really weird. That's why I'm like, nah. Like, if girls want to be in the infantry, that's fine. I think that they should just have their own little pockets of, this is your unit. Sure, you guys go do your own thing. You know, there's a women's section, there's a men's section. Just keep them apart, because I couldn't imagine having a woman in our platoon or whatever, because it would have been stupid, real dumb. Ladies dying in the front lines. Hexo PTSD is bad when men see women die. True, yeah. There's another one too. Yeah. Not like us, Kendrick Lamar. Is that good? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Is that a song? Need to do a trend line at the double top of Bitcoin with 2 tops and extend the line out and see where the resistance pullback is. Get out of here, fly. Yeah. I just don't care that much. We got wrecked. I was expecting things in our ecosystem to be mooning by now. Well, I mean, if you look at everything, dude, everything is not just mooning, okay? You look at the XRP. What is this? These are daily XRP. 28%, my friend. ADA's went crazy because apparently, what's his name? Hoskinson is going to be a crypto advisor, but it is at 116% in, well, apparently he's going to be a crypto advisor. So it went up 100%. Okay. Ethereum. It's up what? In the last week? It's up 41%. You look at Hex. Okay. Let's see where it is. If we want to compare right where it's at. Daily. This freaking fly, bro. It's at 102%. Even if we don't go off that wick, get off the screen. Come on, 60%. Okay, this is the thing. Everybody thinks that we should be like 1000xing right now, and if we don't 1000x like Bitcoin has done, which it hasn't even done that crazy of numbers, you just think that like from 70,000 to 88,000 is like some crazy price number. It's not that big of a percentage, honestly. It's up 31% Hex has done 60% in the same time frame. The only one that's really an outlier is ADA, and it went up 100% because the what's his name is gonna be on the crypto advisor, 91%. So don't get all upset, man. It's really not that big of a deal. It's all of them are pumping. Cardonzo, yeah, for the win. Yeah, we will win last. Settle down, get comfortable. Very true. Go look at all the charts after the last presidential cycle. They tell you the story, brothers and sisters. I might try to look at that sometime. That's a good idea. Is it true you give free prostate exams? That's what Sonny said. Yeah, I mean, you guys come on down, bend over, and I'll help you out wherever I can. I get, it's, you might feel both of my hands on your shoulders after I give it to you, or when I'm giving it to you, but go look. Okay, let's see. Most of my family were in the Marines, so this would be crazy for me to help them out in this way. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah. Certified lover boy, certified pet Pulse X. Okay. Sounds like Pulse Latina with the plebs, probably. Bitcoin going for round 2 pump a bet. Let's hope, dude. Let's hope. Hexo, the Pulse X buy and burner is probably going to surprise us with this cycle. Pulse X is like a volcano ready to erupt. I mean, it's 1/3. It's still like 70% down. It's like 67% down from the just the sacrifice rate. For did it even have? Where was its all-time high? Pulse X. I think Pulse X is the one that people are. I don't know why people are sleeping on it, honestly, but they're sleeping on it. Okay, it went up pretty high. What are we down? 75%? Okay. It's really not that far. Let's see what we would be if we went from where we're at to what it's at. Okay, only a 300%, guys, to get to all-time high. Only a 3x. That's not bad. But look at the volume, guys. There's no volume on the thing. I'm just saying. Might want to, I mean, all the other ones have volume. If you look at Pulse Chain, it's got volume. Well, maybe it might not have, but I know Hex did. It's getting more volume. You can kind of see it, but Hex does have a lot of volume coming in. You can. This is the writing on the wall, guys. This is the writing on the wall. Look, nothing. Starting to get volume. People are starting to trade. People are starting to get buying it up. With Pulse X and Pulse Chain, doesn't look like that's happening because they're not yet. Looks like Incentive Token has had quite a bit of volume. But see, look, we can just look at Pulse Chain. Look, it died, not died, but there was no volume right here, and then people started buying it up, and then look what happened. And now it's back to, going lower. Stupid fly. But once things start getting that volume in it, things start pumping. And this thing doesn't even have any. What is this? Burn 0.75. This thing doesn't even look like it's started to get volume in it yet. So, I mean, hint. Don't think because I'm iced out, I'm going to cool off. Well, okay. I don't know what that means. Oh, Pimp Barbecue Sauce. I'm glad that you're here to troll, my friend. Move your screen, Hexo. My screen. Oh, me? Like me? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, gosh. Sorry. There you go. There you go. There's no volume. See? We want to look at Hex. You can see the volume starting to come in. There you go. Right here. See how it dies right here? And then people start buying it up or selling. Really just depends. But if you look at Pulse X and Pulse Chain, really doesn't look like anybody's buying or selling. Or look at that. It's like this steady flow of kind of just nothing. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's selling it. It's just kind of stayed stagnant. But Hex should show you what is about to happen to these. Hex will call them the toilet paper bottle on the day. Is that true? That is true, Azrael. I was the first to start promoting bidets. And then Richard took my idea and went with it. But yeah, I'm the first one to start shilling the bidets a month before the toilet paper top of 2020. Can you please launch a token in Pulse Chain Fund? I want to ape. No. And I don't even know what Pulse Chain Fund is. It's probably a scam. I honestly don't know what it is. So it might not be a scam. Let's see. Richard just told me eHex is the only hex. Oh boy. I don't want traders buying hex. I want stakers buying it all and locking it away for 15 years. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I mean, you can stake it for as long as you can. Obviously, us. We want people to stake it. We want them to buy it and stake it for 15 years and then forget about it in 14 years and then forget about it forever. And then, we just win. I win harder. So this is the thing. We're all, the whole family talk and you can't sell and all this, this is the hard thing about being in crypto is that we're all here to take each other's money, right? Is that what we're here to do? Technically, yes. Every single one of us, we're here to, and I we hate to say it, but that's the reality of being in this thing. You want to sell before the next guy sells, right? What if you knew that the Godwell was going to sell all of his hex, the 4 billion that he owns tomorrow? Would you be like, man, I want to sell before that guy, right? We all want to not be left holding the bag. Not that I think that that's going to happen. I'm just saying we're all here to technically, So anybody that's like, oh, I thought we were family. No, we're all here to make money. We're, this is just, we can be friends, but just realize that we're all here to kind of, take each other's money at the end of the day. There we go. 88,679. Might get 89,000 right here on stream. Maybe 90. Bitcoin going for the new all-time high again. There we go. Granny's diamond hands, 5,555. True. Yeah, Granny. Get Granny in. If you got to get somebody in, why wouldn't it be Granny, 95 years old, get her into those 15-year stakes today? Why not? Granny, let me get those seed phrases before you pass away. Hey, XO, greetings from Australia. What do you think about the memes on RH ecosystem? 90% core, Pulse X, lottery tickets. Do you think that 20 grand in RH eco is enough? I don't know, man. Depends on how much you got. How much you got? 10%? $2,000? I don't know, man. That's up to you. From what I've seen on the lottery tickets is most of these guys. All right, I'm going to tell you guys how a lot of these people work, okay? A lot of these people say, oh, I'm going to, they don't tell you they're going to release a token, right? They're influencers, they're hex influencers, pulse chain influencers, or they're just on ETH or whatever. There's these shills. I'm going to tell you how they work right now, okay? They either A, get paid from the team that created the token to talk about it. B, they stealth launch it. So they just launch a token. Let's say, oh, well, I'm going to launch a token called Pulse Chain Orgy, .com. And so they launch it and they start buying up all of the tokens, just a little bit here and there, make it look like there's some crazy green candles in it, but it's really just them buying all the supply up. And then they come on the stream and go, I've just heard of the craziest token that you could have ever got into. It's POS, pulsechainorgy.com. And you've got to get into this one. Look at what its chart looks like. And you see it, and it's just like, oh my gosh, they've already done a 10,000x. Got to get into this one. You fellas got to get into this one. Then they get all of the plebs to run in there with, $100,000, $200,000. And when they're green candles, it's even millions of dollars. They get them all in. Well, guess what? The guy's already stealth launched and bought up all the tokens. And then guess what? He's ready to dump on you. And then he just dumps on you forever. Okay, there's number two. Third is they create a token that 90, 80, 70% of all the tokens they hold. They're broke plebs. Somebody's going to be like, this is how Richard Hart does his tokens. They're broke plebs. They need the money. They're not like Richard, who doesn't need the money. They hold 70, 80, 90% of the tokens. They release the token, or they release it, and there's 30% all that goes to distributed to the people that get it, or that they can buy it. They buy it up, and then that founder can just dump on them forever. That's what I've seen in the last 3 years, or excuse me, 8 years. Sheesh, I've been in crypto for too long. But yeah, there you go. There's the three. There's probably another one. I feel like there's another one. There's the rug pullers, the people that just plan on stealing all the money out of the liquidity pool. But yeah, coin is the LP reward. Yeah, thanks Hexo. I just launched Pulse Chain Orgy, a token, and clipped you promoting. Great. Oh gosh. Okay, that's okay. Story time with Hexo should be saved for bedtime anyways. Yeah. Let's see. Sounds bullish. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see. Make Bitcoin all-time high again. Well, it looks like we're getting close. I heard a story about people buying ETH and holding for 8 years. They did real good. What year is it for Pulse? Just saying. True. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is the thing. People forget that things take time, right? How long has Pulse Chain been out? A year and a half, maybe? Year? Yeah, I think it's a year and a half. It's like we just started, man. And plus, Richard's smart and launches things in the bear market so that you can have crazy amount of X's. Hexer, remember what Richard said back in the day? ETH moves right after Bitcoin. I forgot the time frame. Yep. I think it's 37 days. But yes. Berkshire Hathaway model is buy, hold, don't sell, and add equals price to the rate. Yeah. We're not friends. I just unsubscribed. At least Randy from Crypto Banter says we're family. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Rand is like, hey, we're family here. Dump as hard as you can on these guys right after this. Hey guys, I'm on pen 15 token. Everybody into pen 15 token. If you want to get into pen 15, you just gotta use my I do hold 95% of all of the liquid. And you got to stake it for at least 400 days. But after that, buy now to pen 15. I'm still waiting on that paranormal coin. Oh gosh, paranormal coin. Yes. Let's see. Bitcoin, Justin Trudeau changed my mind. Oh, Bitcoin is better than Justin Trudeau? Yeah. Have you ever seen the guy try to box? Justin Trudeau is a goof. He's the ultimate goof. Canadians, if the day of the rake is coming, we're going to rake all the little leaves because they got a leaf in their flag. Americans are about to rake up all the leaves because we're done with y'all. You guys have really messed up. And if we would have got camel toe, we would have been messed up too. But you guys got to do something about your government, man, because they're on the verge of killing y'all. How dare you give out the Fruit Gang playbook? You gotta join Fight Club for that. Oh, is that what they do? I literally didn't even know. 89,000. We didn't see 89 here. Maybe somewhere else. What do you think about Pulsalorian, Hexo? Pulsalorian? Is that a token? I don't know. Or the person. The person seems all right. Pulsalorgy to the moon. Oh, here we go. Day of the Rake. Yeah, it's coming, boys. The day of the rake for those Canadians, we're coming across your border. We're going to take Canada back. We gotta have the, 51 United States. We got to get Canada back in because, we have this separation from us in Alaska. We got to get the thing in the middle. Got a heavy bag of Blippy coin also. We going to make it, boys. Oh, geez, Blippy coin. Yeah. How jiu-jitsu going, Sunshine? I'll come train if I do well in the bull. Actually, I'm going to start jiu-jitsu hopefully at the end of December. Hopefully. That's when I start back. I haven't done it in like a year. Maybe even longer than that. Okay? I've been lazy. I've been crying myself to sleep every night because of the price charts, because of what you guys have done to my price chart. So that's where we're at right now. All right? And at the end of December, because I don't want to get my kids any more freaking toys, because we got like a house full of toys, and I'm like, dude, I was telling my wife, I was like, we can't afford any more new toys, but I just don't want to buy any new toys, because it's like they play with it, and literally they have like a huge tub of toys, and like if you look down at the bottom, they're like, oh wow, I haven't seen this one in a year. It's like, well, why do we even buy the damn toys? Why don't we just like clean these ones up or get the ones at the bottom of the thing and every 6 months and be like, look, new toys. So I'm gonna probably put my kids and me back into jiu-jitsu at the end of December. Bear market blues, dude, they're real bad. They're real bad. That's why it feels so good. I mean, we're all feeling it right now. That you can feel like something, right? Something's about to happen to this bad boy chart. Just can't wait. Thank you for your honesty. I'd love to come to the USA and train Hexkins for free. Best community / cult. Well, that'd be awesome. Hex Down Under. That would be awesome. There we go. Almost 89. Oh, we got 88,944. We need the RH cutout back in the corner. Maybe we'll get him back. We'll get him back. Okay. That's a good idea. Let's see. Okay. Got a heavy bag of. Oh, okay. Dave the Rake. Yes, it's coming, boys. All right. Well, let's see if we get 90,000. I wanted to get 90,000 Bitcoin, but gosh dang, I got to trim my nose hairs because they are getting out of control. Do you guys ever get that with a beard where your nose hairs from your beard or your mustache go into your beard and they like tickle each other? That's what's going on here. Hopefully. All right. We're going to get it. Oh, come on. We got $31 till we hit the jackpot over here. Come on. $48, $30, boys. There it is. $89,000. Congratulations, Bitcoin. We got all clap like Tim Waltz's wife. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, guys. $89,000 Bitcoin. All right, next to the window. Yes, make him look out like he's sad. Thanks for taking the time out of your life to stream with us. Appreciate you hanging out with us to the road glory. Hey, thanks, man. Cheers, Hexo. $100,000 soon on Bitcoin. Yes, let's hope. I spent half the day pulling my nose hairs out. It's not a bad idea. I got like the trimmers, but they never get the ones that for some reason tickle the crap out of my mustache hair. Turn the page on 88K. Yeah, we're turning the page. Turn the page on Kamala. Now we turn the page on 88,000. At time for 90,000, boys. All right. Well, you guys have been a joy to stream with. I will be streaming more often now that we have something to talk about. It's funner to stream when not everybody's angry in the chat. By the way, guys, we only had a couple of interruptions with some angry chatters. Richard Hart's going to jail. Okay. But yeah, I'll try to stream a little bit more. Yeah, the stream looks like a security to me. Oh, Gary Gensler. Somebody's Gary Gensler. Please come back, Gary Gensler. Let's see. She claps like the while she's encouraging Tim while he's giving a. Jeez. No, don't go. All right. Ear whiskers. LOL. What am I? A cat? Yeah. Well, I don't have ear whiskers yet. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I do, but the nose ones really get me. Look at that. 89,100 already. We are getting close to $90,000 Bitcoin. I had an eyebrow hair poke me in the eye. Yikes. GG is off sky. What does that mean? Gary Gensler is off sky. What is this? What is this? Is 1/10 of a penny too long to wait to start taking profits for pullbacks? 1/10 of a penny? Holy jeez, guys. Look at this. Look at that. Is it too long to wait? I don't know, man. Is a scammer want to help himself? Rahul, can you please give us what is that? What is that? Gary Gensler looks like Gollum. My precious. Yes, he does. I need a new trimmer. Who knows is the best one? Okay, now we got those kind of. We got those jokes coming in hot. We got the dad jokes coming in hot. Do you play Final Countdown now till 90,000? Well, I don't know if I'm gonna play that because somebody might. I'll probably get a copyright strike. They'll take down my streams. Dang, 89,500 boys. Woo! Oh, what did he say? What did Rahul say? Oh, no. Making me an insecurity isn't a good decision. Okay. Means Gary Gensler is on his way out. Let's hope, dude. Somebody said that in December he's planning on resigning because he doesn't want to get fired. Apparently you can't fire the head of the SEC. Look at that, 89,600. Oh boy, the FOMO is kicking in on these Bitcoin guys. That green candle, how many billions of dollars did it cost to get that green candle though? Think about it. That's a crazy amount of money. And where do you think it flows to next? Gary, give it up, bro. Yeah, give it up. Just dismiss the case, my friend. What's to, brother? Thanks for your service. How's the family as well? They're doing great. You know, we're just living through the bear market. Living through the bear market. It's they're doing all right. We're just living life, man. Had my cousin come over last night, hung out, stayed the night because he lives in Utah. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's been a rough ride. I think for everybody, I can probably say that it's been a rough 3 years. All right. So it when we haven't even started pumping on Hex or Pulse Chain or Pulse X from where we should be, I think. But when it does, it'll feel really good. Honestly, I think everybody in the chat can concur that it'll feel good once we start pumping a little bit, because we've all been waiting for it. The merry-go-round keeps going from regulator to consultant. True, yeah. Hopefully they stop that though. Play us an exit song. I don't know an exit song. The Gary above is not the real one. I am. Oh, we got lots of Gary Gensler in the chat. I was watching old stream and RH was roasted someone just like Mr. Ruhel. Oh yeah. Mr. Ruhel. People should forget about promoting RH and start promoting how much Hex can change your life and protect your future. And I think STW, I would agree with you on some parts, but RH I think is the brains behind it. And I think that if you promote the person as like this is the creator and founder of the thing, like I think that Hex on its own can stand, like like what you're saying, that we should just promote. But I think that promoting Hex, all of its fundamentals, how awesome it is, plus Richard Hart is probably the best way to go, because he is extremely talented, extremely smart, and he knows a lot. His streams show it, and I think both kind of help, honestly. Because I mean, look at Cardano. Cardano is nothing special, but they have what's his name, Hoskinson, leading the way, and yeah, I mean that it's one of the reasons why I think that Cardano will do well, because they have Charles Hoskinson in the as their leader and the founder, and I think the founder and / leader is always it's going to mean something. It's one of the reasons why I feel like Satoshi's been gone for so long, that they don't want anybody to be Satoshi. Like, remember how, what was it, Vice or HBO or whatever came out with "This is who Satoshi is," some movie or something, and then everybody was like, please, let's just keep it a secret, because you're gonna find out that it's some like doofus at this point, and it's gonna be some nerd that did something, it's P. Diddy's friend or something, or Bill Gates's best buddy, and yeah, it's you don't want to find that stuff out, right? So instead, you just want to keep him anonymous. We already know who Richard is, though. And they've, with Satoshi, they've come up with so much fan fiction about who Satoshi is. I remember I saw this one. It was back in 2013, 2014. It was before I got into Bitcoin. I was watching a documentary on Bitcoin, and this was when I was dumb and just watched conspiracy theory videos. And some of them are real. Okay, I'm not going to say you're dumb for being a conspiracy theorist. I'm just saying I was watching some of these back then, and they were like, we looked into the Bitcoin code and we tried to hack the Bitcoin code. And when we tried to hack it, it came back and said, it was like they were trying to make it like ET, like some extraterrestrial made the code. I'm not even lying. The whole thing was about that. And I was like, dang, this Bitcoin stuff is pretty crazy. I think I did buy some in 2013 and 14, because I bought one Bitcoin. I remember actually I did for, things that I'm not going to talk about. But it was like I bought it and then sold it immediately, so I never held it. Not until 2016 did I actually buy it and realize what Bitcoin was. But yeah, it was what a They've come up with so much fan fiction that it's like they probably can't come out with who it is because it would be such a letdown. Because they've really put Satoshi on a pedestal, right? So, but with Richard, I think that we all know who he is. We know where he stands. We know, who the person is, and he's very intelligent. I mean, they could only wish for somebody like Richard to be Satoshi, honestly. Let's see. Not only that, but he's based too. So, is Hexo aware that someone used his likeness in a 33-second Hex cult video? Yeah, I'm aware. Somebody did that a long time ago, and it was like they had it as a promotion, and they had it as a promotion or YouTube promotion. So I don't even know what it was with the goats and stuff. Is that the one, the Bunga Bunga one? Yeah. I don't know, but they paid to have it promoted. Like people would click on a YouTube video and that would be what pops up as like the ad at first. I don't know who did it. I still to this day have no idea who did it. I thought it was just as freaky as you. Funny though. Let's see. Must be Sailor Money's pumping Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean they put $2 billion into it recently. Bitcoin blowing past the moon straight to Uranus. Oh gosh. E.T. the extraterrestrial testicle. Okay. They have to keep the mystique. Very true. They have to. Literally, you don't want to find out who Satoshi is. No matter who it is. Literally. Just name me one person on the entire world that you want it to be. Nobody. You've got less regulatory oversight than a lemonade stand. Okay, Gary. I will make you some songs for stream, Hexo. DM me any ideas or lyrics. All right. Hex Kong, thank you for the $2. RH has evergreen content that needs to be discovered. Very true. Very true. I do need to get, this is one of the things, it was either do a stream or do the thumbnails today, and I picked stream. So there's that. I missed the Pumpamentals. Yeah. It will go down to 72 for retested and go to 100,000, possibly. Somebody tried to get Silvertooth back. Don't know what happened. Yeah, poor Silvertooth. Brother, what do you think is Richard planning? Your expectations on PulseX? I have no idea, dude. He always outflanks me of any ideas that I have anyway, so it's kind of useless to think of. It's like, what is Grandma planning on eating for dinner? I don't know. What is your, think about what your grandma's going to eat for dinner. Well, she's had some pork chops last week, so I'm thinking that she might have steak. It's not going to work. She's going to choose something different. So it's fun to speculate, but 3 years of speculating what Richard's going to do with the Ethereum, what everything's going to do at the end of the day, nobody knows. And if I give you some type of, I think Richard's going to pump our bags into the oblivion, and then it doesn't happen, somebody's going to clip it up and be like, look what Hexo said on November 11th, 2024. He's a liar. He lied straight to our faces. We must burn him. So I don't give any ideas. It's not fair, yes. Let's see. Donald Trump eats carrots every day. That's why he's orange. Probably. It's probably just the spray tan. But yeah. Long live stream today. Yeah, is it long? How long are we at? Oh, it's almost 2 hours. Sheesh. Okay, yeah. All my regulatory tools. Okay. I really want to get to 90,000. I think 90,000 would be cool for the stream and for the memes. We're $400 away. Do you and Explosive still ride a Harley? Do we ride a Harley together? I don't know if I've never driven a Harley, but no, it's not on the, hasn't been. We haven't done that. Graham wants in on the pulse chain. Well, Gram's gonna have to buy in just like everybody else. She's she's the person we're gonna dump on. Graham is the top buyer. She's the person that we're gonna have to wait until she buys, and then that's when you dump. You get Grandma in for the 5,555, and then you start dumping on her. In the hex sense, you start dumping your hex. Okay, anybody that's got a dirty mind out there, stream until 100K. I don't know if I can do that. I'm already tired. I told my Grams with old timer she ate already, and she believes me. What? What's old? Oh, with Alzheimer's. Trump can see through you. GG. Great eyes. Yeah. Yes, Susie Q. Yeah, Susie Q predicted this. Tandem on the banana seat. Is that what we were doing? Okay, maybe that's you guys caught me. Let's see. I really want to get to 90,000. Come on. If you've got $5, go put it into crypto or Bitcoin. It looks like it's going to go. No, don't do that. Grams holds my many 5555s. Yeah. She better take them all. All right. Let's see what Ethereum's doing. Ethereum's got a good old green candle. What is Hex doing? What the Hex? Oh, okay. Hex, you just want to chill on the sidelines. That's okay, Hex. You know, he's guarding the water for the rest of the team. But when they put him in, you know, Rudy, he's gonna be like the Rudy. What happened when they put Rudy in, right? The little guy's gonna come out and start. Actually, I don't think that actually happened. I think that the real Rudy story, like none of that happened. It was all made up by Disney, little bastards. What the heck? Yeah, is that the 24-hour stream of the cycle? Is this the first 24-hour stream of the cycle? No, can't do it. No more 24-hour streams. What? You guys figure out a good 24-hour stream and I will do it, but it's got to be something that's like real good, like $10 Hex. Like $10. Remember how I said if we get to $10, I won't stream ever again. I'm done streaming. Get me to $10. I will do one last stream, 24-hour stream, and then that's it. That's probably the last one. It's, you know how hard it is to do a 24-hour stream? It's hard. Actually, can you play the guitar when we make it? Sure. Okay, when we make it. It's above 90,000. Remember the good old 9,000 days. It's been a long ride. Yeah, regular Joe. Yeah, it's been crazy. Wait, Rudy ain't real. My childhood is ruined. No, it's not real. It was all made up. I think Rudy did play on the team, but I don't think that he did like the whole, they didn't do like Rudy, and all that. I think it was all just made up. Yep. Trump eats carrots equals great eyes. He sees everything. I think that he drinks a lot of not Dr. Pepper. He drinks a lot of Diet Coke. Apparently from Dana White, he says he drinks like 10 Diet Cokes a day. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I like me some Diet Pepsi, but I can drink one, you know, and I'm done. Maybe two. If I'm getting real crazy and I'm going to stay up until like, you know, midnight. Okay. I'll get 2 in, but 10, what in the world? How do you get 10? What's this? Oh, let's see. 90,000. We're going to win so hard. I can feel it in my core. Redemption, glory. I'm going to be so selfish. Well, here's the deal. I'm not saying you should be selfish, or you should be or shouldn't be selfish. But let me just say, when we went up to the last time, I'm frugal with my money. Okay. But you know, I went on a trip and I paid for people to go on trips with. And I was nice with my money. And those same people either A, don't talk to me anymore because I feel like, I don't know what it is. It's not that you shouldn't be charitable, because I think that you should be charitable to people. But just realize that once people start either A, asking for money, or you give them money, or you're just nice with your money with them, sometimes it ruins your entire relationships with people. Just stating facts here. You're going to lose a lot of people's relationships with the money. Just saying it. Just giving it to you. Giving it to you straight. And, you know, not me, Hexo. I'm different. I don't know, man. Just go look at literally everybody. I've lost so many friends, relationships, and everything. And not that I had a whole bunch anyway, but it's just like, I'm too tired, too old. All right. Well, now we're down at 88,000. Who sold? Our ecosystem looks hella sad right now. What? Why? We just went over this. Everything has only pumped 60 to 90% in the last 6 days. Everything. You know how much Bitcoin has pumped in the last 6 days? 30%. Okay. It looks sad because you think 70,000 to 80 or 90,000. That's crazy. But if it was $7 to $9, you'd be like, man, that's not too crazy of a price. You know, it's all in your perspective. Or if it was 7 cents to 9 cents, you'd be like, man, it's a 30% move. It's really not that crazy. And the only thing that really was the outlier was Cardano that has pumped in the last 6 days 100%. And that's because Charles Hoskinson is going to be a ambassador or something with the crypto stuff. Everything else, dude, is 30 to 60%. So it doesn't look sad. Pulse is up 2.6%. LFG, exactly. And we're talking about in the last 7 days. Okay. So don't FUD yourself out too early, man. Don't FUD yourself out too early. Let's see. Crypto jealousy is real. True. This is why people, you get something going on over here and they run over there because it's pumping, and then they miss out on the gains over here because then it pumps. Send me 1 ETH. I'll send you 2 back. Oh, okay. I'll show you my beautiful face when I make it. Okay, Yellowtail. I will. Okay, let's see. Picture RFK Jr. looking at DJT drinking Diet Coke and eating McDonald's fries. I know. Yeah. They're guilty pleasures. I mean, at that point, how old is Donald Trump? Like 78 years old? It's like, at 78 years old, I'm doing whatever I want, bro. I don't want to live to 100 years old. I'm not going to be like Richard, where I want to live until I'm 500 years old and just end it, myself. No. I'm okay with going out 80, 85 years old, maybe 100. But man, you see some of these 100-year-olds and you're like, dude, just put, I hope my grandkid comes in with a pillow. He finds my seed phrase or something like that, and goes over and gets the pillow, and the night of the pillow comes for me. If I'm getting close to 100 years old, just take me out, make me eat the pillow, and I'll happily go to heaven. No thanks. I'm not looking like George Soros or like, some of those old turkey gobbler looking dudes. Come on. Bitcoin. Core coins pamping. All right. First Santa Claus, now Rudy's face. Yeah. You're gonna really hate me when you hear about the Tooth Fairy. Oh, well, shoot. Okay, let's see. Welcome to the club, Hexo. Which club are we in? Oh, gosh. Let's see. Selfish to the ones who wouldn't even listen to me talk about what I've been involved in. They don't care or wanted to hear me then. So sorry. I done told you. Everybody done told you. Checks, yeah. I mean, that's how I'm going to kind of be in this bull market. I'm just going to kind of be selfish. Because the last time I was very, friendly with my money. I was more, I'll, if people needed, hey, I'm starting up this business. I had a couple of friends that started up a business and they needed some money. And I was like, okay, and then, yeah, stupid. That was a dumb move. Because now it's just like, but hey, that business is not doing too well. Price prediction top for PX. I have no idea, man. PX? I don't know. I think I already made like a tweet about it. I can't remember where it was at though. This dude's perspective is shit. Our ecosystem looks sad. Come on, Captain Fuddrucker. Yeah. I thought you were going to hate on me for a minute. I was like, well, geez. I thought Charles H. going on Joe Rogan, that real? I don't know if that's real. I think that, people are going to start getting stupid about stuff. I mean, it would be good. The thing is we shouldn't hate on Cardano hating on somebody else's thing isn't going to make your thing better. Right. So hating on Cardano because we have crypto envy because Richard isn't on Joe Rogan, or he's not going to be part of the crypto cabinet of Donald Trump, isn't going to make our thing better. Right. It's just going to make all those people that hold Cardano when they see you're hating go, well, screw those Hex dudes. I'm never going to get into their stupid thing because it's, how many people, have came into our community to, Hex sucks, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting into this other thing. You guys should get into this other thing. And you went and got into that other thing that they said was good because none of us. because we're just like, dude, piss off then. If you don't know how good Hex is, then piss off, right? So, hating on somebody else's thing isn't going to make your thing pump. So just ignore it and just wait for your thing to pump, or buy a little bit of theirs, or, that's about it. That's all I would say. No hating on them, because it really does nothing for your bags, honestly. I wish I could get pumped, but my wife says I was starved rat mixed with a light bulb. Well, thank you, Gary. Thank you, Gary Gensler, for that. Okay, let's see. That's the problem. People simping for wrecked plebs. True. Well, exactly. People do not realize that, that Richard holding 70-80% of all the coins is fine, because he also has $1 billion. Right? He doesn't need to sell Hex. He doesn't need to sell Pulse Chain. He doesn't need to sell Pulse X. He has $1 billion of actual cash. He has Ethereum, 670 million Ethereum. Imagine how much Ethereum he has of from the adoption amplifier. That's just the sacrifice Ethereum, it looks like. He's got over $1 billion. Does he need to sell $16 million worth of liquidity that's on Pulse Chain? Probably not. That'd be like 0.1% of his bag and ruin his name forever. Probably not. But in a positive light, if you have a bunch of money like Hexo, oh, here we go with Hexo having a bunch of money. You can buy assless chaps and a Harley, Hexo, and expose him on rides. Yeah, for sure. Oh, jeez. Holy shit. Let's see. Oh, man, I'm pretty far back. Holy shit, that rocket keeps on going. Yeah, Hexo will freeze himself and wait for better technology to revive him. Nope. When I die, nope. I'm going to heaven. How old are you now? What is really middle age? Yeah, I'm 39. So yeah, I'm right middle aged. Jealous people reported Hexo that he had to hire a lawyer. What? Jealous people reported Hexo that he had to hire a lawyer? I mean, I did have to hire a lawyer because the SEC was harassing me and my wife. My wife got a subpoena from the SEC, including myself. So yeah, I did have to hire a lawyer. Let's see. Farms, pools, stakes. While you were waiting, other drown or just hating. The whole world's coming. We just waiting. Richard Hart, crypto long term saves me. Okay, I like the rap. Well, thank you, Checks. We can almost afford to go to Disney again. That would be great. I think they'd go and do it. I'm not a big fan of the meetups, but the Disney meetups were actually pretty cool. So in my lair at the SEC, I've devised a plan to bring order to chaos into crypto. Hex, you shall not escape my regulatory net. Okay, thank you, Gary. Let's see, the Genslers. Fuddruckers has some amazing burgers. I don't think I've ever been there. They had one here, but I've never been there. Hey, you're back in my feed. What's up, Hello Wealth? Yeah, I'm back a little bit. Gary Gensler is like the Grinch, lonely and green. Yeah. I spam Joe Rogan to have RH on. Free speech and all. Yeah, I'm sure that he really likes the spam. Let there be no doubt the shadow of regulatory clarity will soon fall upon Hex like a cloak of darkness. No token can hide from the light from my balding head. Oh, okay. Very ominous. Very ominous there, Gary. It'll probably happen. Yeah. DJT Jr. and Elon like RH. We gotta be okay. True. How many people did a little digging and found out that Gary Gensler has a deceased wife, but didn't mention it in the case? The community got out of hand and spun up bad karma for everybody. I didn't know that, but yeah, hopefully they wouldn't say anything. That's pretty messed up. Hexkins, let's spam Joe Rogan and get RH as a guest. Well, if you spam him, I'm guessing he's just going to block you. Kind of like what they did with, Lex Friedman. We spammed him, thought it was a good idea. Then he blocked literally every Hexkin, and then I was blamed for it. I was. Hexologist on Hodge Twins podcast, Dream Team, Pulse X owners. I think they are Pulse Chain or Pulse X holders. Yeah, they are. They actually follow me on Twitter. So yeah, they what are Hodge Twins? Yeah, see, they follow me on Twitter. So yeah, that'd be cool. Let's see. Congratulations, Hexkins, for holding throughout the bear market. Yes, so many people that I told to buy a year ago are going to be saying isn't fair about a year from now. Well, dude, yeah, I mean that's the thing. I've told literally everybody in my life this bear market, The first bear market, or when Hex first came out, I told all my parents and my brothers to get in. They all looked at me like I was a dumbass. And then it went up to 50 cents. And then they're like, cool, wow, you're doing so good, Hex, so blah, blah, blah. And then it went back down to the bear market, and they're like, told you so, dumbass. And it's like, ugh. So now I'm glad I didn't tell anybody in the bear market. It's like, now you guys can fend for your damn selves this time. Because I'm not telling you nothing. I'm a little bitter, as you could tell. Your mom is a security gamer again. So, oh, Hexo bro, stop Hexo, aka Firewell. What's a firewell? Am I the firewell? I don't know what that is. Is that like the Godwell? Tops in when Hexo buys a full dresser Harley. Okay, I will never buy a motorcycle. I'm not dumb enough to get on a motorcycle. It tops in when, okay, let's see. I am a guardian of the financial realm. Okay, Gary. Hope you are well, Hexo. Hey, RH. Hopefully you're doing well. P die. Okay. There will be no order to my chaos. That's pretty much Gary Gensler. Let's see. Oh, I disconnected? Weird. Second biggest well. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not me. I'm not even close. I thought Joe Rogan already blocked all of us. I don't think Joe Rogan did. No, not Joe Rogan. Lex Friedman did. Which is pretty ironic with his last name. Hex is the only finished project in crypto. No one can change it. It will continue forever, making millionaires. That's the message we should be promoting. True. But nobody cares. They all want a narrative, but they also want a really smart founder. So I agree with you. It should be a message, but not the only message. Lex Friedman is yeah, probably. He really, like, if you watch this Donald Trump interview, you're like, are you like some lefty weirdo now? I used to go to Fuddruckers when I was young. Parents took me for burgers and watched planes take off by the airport. Fast forward, started going again recently, and the burgers are the best I've had in a long time. Okay. All right. Hexa, which AI tool do you use for thumbnail? Pretty dope. Artflow. Is that what it's called? I think it's called Artflow or something. If you go to my Twitter and go to my profile, you can, I used to have it. Never mind. I don't know. It's called Artflow AI or something like that, but search it. Don't just Google it. Remember the bikers who used to live next to you? Did they buy Hex? No, they all went to jail, I believe. Yeah, I used to live in a pretty rough part of the town. I'm not onboarding any more family members. Learn my lesson. Exactly. The thing is and I talked about this, I think on the last stream, is that getting anybody in that's close to you, either they have to be really open-minded, but my parents are not as open-minded as some would be, and you know, brothers and sisters and stuff like that. I think that my sister would probably be pretty open-minded to it, but getting your relatives in, just think that they've like seen you grow up and they saw the dumbass things that you've done throughout your entire life, and they've seen you mess up, they've seen you do all these things, and they probably still view you as that kid that did the dumb things. And some people just can never get that out of their minds, and so really they'll never like be able to kind of connect the dots that you are going to make them rich somehow, and so they just won't take that idea from you. You know, this goes for a lot of stuff, right? You need somebody else to come in and convert them to, you know, to you know, show them the way. Because coming from you, they're gonna be like, right. You know, I remember that one time that I had to change your underwear after you crapped your underwear in the mall when you were 10 years old. I remember those days. You're telling me that you're gonna make me rich, Hexo? Actual story. Actual story. It was an embarrassing time in my life, okay? Nobody would leave me out. I was trying to run to the bathroom. Couldn't make it. I acted like I didn't crap my pants. I just walked around with little crap pants for like an hour or two in the mall. My mom was like, let's go out to the car. And I was like, okay. What's up, Mom? Did you poop your pants? No. We can smell the poop in your pants. Are you sure you didn't poop your pants? No, not me. Yeah. Let's see. I don't think we want to sell any of my hacks. Okay. Not sure the bikers like pink. Yeah, that's true. They'll probably beat me up. I just want to sell high to buy back low again. Okay. I didn't even try with my family. I staked for them as a present to them. That's what I did for my parents too. I gave them all at 2019. I've told the story a million times. 2019, I gave my brothers $25, my sister $25, or her husband, and then my dad $50. Turned out, my dad's was like almost $60,000, I think, at the top. It might have been even more than that. In 2019. So they all thought that I gave them like the crappiest Christmas present ever. My brother-in-law literally told me that. And then he got the airdrop, the Uniswap airdrop, and he was like, I never thought that this would pay out. Wow, thanks. I thought it was a really crappy Christmas present when he gave it to us. It's like, you mean the Christmas present that you didn't even get me? I at least gave you $25. Plops like a turd, stinks like a turd. It's likely a turd. True. Actually, it was like the early Rogan fleshlights ads. Yeah. You guys give me the sponsor. I'll promote it. My family didn't believe me. Hey, man, that's, I'm telling you, you're not going to run it. Your family is not the people you should be onboarding because they're not going to believe you. Some of them will. Okay. I'm not going to say everybody, but my family did not. And to be fair, I had friends that I was like, dude, I'll give you 10,000 hex right now just so you could try it, because 10,000 hex was worth like $10 or something. I can't remember the exact price it was. I was giving away 10,000 hex, and I had a friend that was like, it completely ignored me. Multiple friends that it completely ignored me. Okay. So this isn't like new, or it's not like, it's not just my parents. It's people in general. They don't understand it. You went full circle poop as a kid, fell into it as an adult. Yeah, very true. It is a full circle that happened. You're right. I didn't even try the family. Okay. Open-minded enough to rug. Hashtag Blippy. Okay. Not open-minded. Make disowning family members great again. Yeah. I don't think I want to sell any of my Okay. Let's see. Which is funny because my mother-in-law actually has put in more money, and she's, a loony lefty. That she's put in more money than any of my parents or any of my family, and she got wrecked on it, but she still only bought it like 3 cents. So she probably, I think it was like 6 cents, but yeah, she's pretty wrecked. Look forward to Thanksgiving when they ask me about crypto. I'm just going to say it's okay. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah. How's that little crypto thing doing, little guy? You making the big bucks like you told us to? You were going to do? Oh, you're probably a big boy with your $40 in there now. Shut up, Grandma. I staked 100,000 hex for 5,555 for my daughter who is getting married next year as a wedding present. That's awesome. Crypto Chrissy. Let's see. Pennies. 10,000 was pennies. True. Yeah, it wasn't very much. Giving you say sounds like expectation. Thanksgiving. Giving you say sounds like an expectation. Okay, here we go. My father-in-law's gonna try giving me $500 to buy him crypto at Thanksgiving dinner again. Uh-oh. I have 0 people that I talk to about Hex. I feel you. Yeah, well, yep. Oh, Gary, please define a security for us in the chat, please. Did mommy-in-law sell the bottom, or did she diamond hand her back? She just diamond handed it. She doesn't, she doesn't need the money. So it's like, it wasn't very much anyway. It was like $500 or $600. But no, she hasn't sold. She wouldn't know how to sell. So there is that. Past 3 years, I was a fool for putting money into crypto at the Thanksgiving table. Yeah. I remember that, but I was holding Disney VHS while needing to use the restroom. Oh, you crapped your pants too with the VHS? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I gave money to a few friends that let the stakes burn down 50% or more. That 5,000 gone, dude. Well, it's funny because my mother-in-law had stakes. This was before the fork. And so she was looking at her MetaMask, I think. She was looking at MetaMask, and not only did she see that it went down as far as it did, but she didn't see the pulse chain hex, right? So she just thought that she got like crazy scammed, you know, because she bought it like 4 or 5 cents, maybe 6 cents, like $600 or $700, and then it went down to like where it's at now, 0.02002. And she's like, why do I only have like $40 in here now, or whatever the amount is? What, less than that maybe? Why do I have only $20? Like, hold on, you got it on PX. And not only that, but then she also has she had a stake that she forgot about. This is her own fault, because I told her, I was like, you have to remember that you staked it for a year. Because she's like, oh, I'll just stake it for a year. She staked it for a year, and it had, you know, she was like 4 or 5 months past, and to unstake it, it was like $30 to unstake it, and she was gonna get back like $4 or something. I was just like, yeah, I don't know, that stake's gone, it looks like. Maybe let's go over here on PHEX. I'll show you how PX works. So her EHEX stake, you know, you're welcome, everybody that got some of those fees, because I was not going, because I'm the one that had to provide the ETH. I was like, nah, I'm not going to give you $30 worth of ETH so you could unstake your $4 worth of Hex. Type R picture, please. I don't really take pictures of it, but yeah, I'll maybe post some. Who's the fool now? Yeah, probably me. It's still me, but we can't wait. Yeah, that's what I'll be saying too. One of my childhood friends decided to listen to me, then deployed capital twice at 30 and 40 cent Hex and one big chunk into Pulse X. Literally the worst investor you can imagine. And he's a doctor. Yeah, I don't know. If you give pie, I want pie. That's how I secure some pie. Okay, Gary. Probably still. Okay, let's see. I also always recommend birthday steaks for noobs. That's a good one. Birthday steaks is a good one. All right, we got some pumpage in Ethereum. Boy, this is a long stream, boys. There's a long stream. Let's see. How long have we been going here? Like 2.5 hours? Oh, boy. Yep, 2.5 hours. All right. I sold my Bitcoin when I was 28,000 for Pulse. Hopefully, I'll be able to say it was worth it someday soon. Yeah, I mean, that's what, a 4x? It depends on where Pulse was at the time, but yeah, that sucks, man. I can't remember who asked me to sell their Bitcoin. One of the prominent Hexicans. I remember, and he asked me, this is before the big payday, if he should sell his Bitcoin for Hex. And I was like, man, if it was me, I would be buying as much Hex as I could, you know, all this. I think he ended up doing it, and then we ran up 10,000x. So, you know, sometimes it looks dreary at first, for sure. It's like, dang it, dude, you could have got a 3x off of that. Not even a 3x, like 2.5x. But at this point, you're kind of, you know, just waiting for the Hex price to go up. I mean, what are you going to do now? You're going to sell and buy it back? Can't really do that, right? I mean, you can do whatever you want, but be a fly on the wall the whole stream out walking my Huskies. What's up, Danny boy? We're the Pulse and Hex TA. Let's get this show going. But, oh, we don't do none of that. We don't do none of that here. Most year 1 and 3 onboards will have stakes bleeding, most likely. LOL. No one checks. True. Great stream. It's been good to the bull run. Yeah, Danny boy, it's been great. Let's see. What was you? Okay. Holding 2,500 ink. Will I be balling? I don't know. That's more than I have. So, yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, it depends on what balling is. Yeah, you know, if it goes to $1,000 in ink, yeah, it's probably pretty good. Was that like $2.5 million? Sure. Do you think it'll get there? I have no idea. For a free token that everybody can mint for free. I mean, not everybody can mint it for free, but you can, you know, I don't know. Draw a 10,000x chart. Wish it was 100%. LOL. All right. Sold like 75% of my Bitcoin for Hex launch. There we go. Yeah. I remember you were holding on to that Bitcoin. All right. 10,000x. Are we saying 10,000x from the bottom? Let's go ahead and check it. What is that, 1,000,000%? Oh gosh, did I just... Let's see, there you go. Right about... No, that's 100,000. Oh, we still gotta go. um... Is this 4? Oh, no, we still gotta keep going. Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. 10,000x from the bottom would be... Or no, is it 1,000,000%? 10,000x? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think that's it. 1,000,000%, right? Is it 1,000,000% 10,000x? I think it is. So there you go. $36. 369. Okay. $36. All right. There you go. Stop getting rich without me. Yes. Sorry, Gary. Well, wish it was 100%. Yeah. Then again, I don't, because I have likely learned some valuable lessons. True. Hustle, DCA, hodl, and repeat. Not a bad idea. Those are very good values. I will teach my children them. All right. Holy crap. Look how everything on that chart just looks like a flat line. Well, I mean, remember when you went... gosh, dang it, my nose. Hex looks very similar to that. Or if you... Remember when we had the Hex chart and it would look like it was flat? There, like this. Remember going up? This is a 10,000x, right? It looks flat, but there's 10,000x in there. By the way, Hex, there's no volume in Hex yet. And look how much volume was in it at the time. Remember how I was talking about volume earlier? It doesn't have nothing. So it really could really run hard. Leave meat on the bone for the other. Yep. 369 coincidence? I don't think so. Yeah, me neither. Okay, Gary. Yep, 1,000,000%, 10,000x is 1,000,000%. Okay. Take back my said comment. I was just jealous little boy back then. That's all right, DJ Dougie. Oh, holy crap. Look how everything... Yes. Put it on log. Well, even if it was on log, I mean, you go up 10,000x, you're gonna flatten it. But yes, this is... Look at this crazy run up. It doesn't look crazy when... Oh, come on. Well, that's not a... Well, where are we getting 10,000x? Was it somewhere else? Because this is 28,000%. Oh, it's because of the... Okay. Oh, this only goes back to May 20th of 2020. That's why. Okay, yeah, we had a huge run up into this on Uniswap V1. That's why. So yeah, I mean, it was a 10,000x. We will outperform for sure. Let's go. We even got DJ and Dougie going, getting bullish. Go to the hexchart.com. Is that... It's going to be a bunch of naked dudes, isn't it? It's going to be like a bunch of pictures of Richard Hart naked. Oh, okay. It's real. There we go. Hexchart.com, huh? Okay. That's white as hell. How do I... Okay, we'll figure it out later, but geez. Hold on, guys. Let's get into this. All right. Log it up. There we go. Logged. All right, boom. Well, that says it's only 612,000. Wait, 1, 2, 3. What? Is that 6 million? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It says 6 million%. We started down a little bit further. Oh, there we go. All right, we got close enough. All right, something close into 1,000,000%. Right? We're not gonna get it straight on. I don't care that much. We all know what it looks like. Click the sun above the log. Dark log. Oh, geez. Okay. Settings. Then we gotta get all of that. Here, we'll just turn black. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What did we do? There we go. We got a clean chart. There we go. Staking EHEX cures testicular cancer. Well, until you have the until you get the ETH bill that comes along with it, then you get ovarian cysts. Only dark charts. Yeah. We only like the dark charts here. The dark charts. It's kind of like we're in a Harry Potter land, but with charts. Pump them likes. Yeah, hit the likes. Oh, my beady eyes are blinded. Okay, Gary. Gary goes, they're coming in hot. Yes. Hexchart.com is still missing a little bit, but not too much. Okay. Gosh, dang, my nose. I won't be able to sleep for 6 hours after seeing that white chart. Wow. I know. I was right there with you, man. Consider this, Hex. I am the storm, and I am merely a paper boat on the regulatory sea. I will wash you away with the tide of my limited knowledge of blockchain and DeFi. Okay, Gary Gensler. Hex, I've discovered the magic of Bucky's. Went 3 times. They have a nice chunk of my money. Dude, I'm telling you, Hex Kong, Bucky's is amazing. You go there and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna buy $100 worth of merch from a little beaver. I don't think so. That beaver got me in its little clutches, okay? I had beaver fever while I was in there. You start smelling that beaver smell. Oh, you can smell it now. It's so like, it's oh my gosh. The whole store is amazing. I'm telling you, the beaver merch. Hexo, I've discovered, okay, let's see. Super low liquidity on EHEX. Yep, exactly. 10,000x recent bottoms on EHEX look like. Well, yeah, well, we can look at that. EHEX. The bottom on EHEX. Bottom on EHEX. 10,000x. Would be... I don't think we're getting down here far enough. I want a magnet on it. $100, no, it's not $122. 1, 2, 3. Why is it? It's because I can't get the bottom of it. It's not $70. Because that's more than what we paid on PHEX. I don't know, man. We'll just ask ChatGPT. That's what I would do. 369 coincidence? I don't think so. Very true. Redirects to meat spin. I won't be able... Okay, let's see. Beaver has a woody leather smell. I love it. True. Only another 22 hours streaming to go, Hexo. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Did we get to 89,000 or 90,000? No, we didn't. Okay. Look, we're getting close there to again. Leave it to Beaver. Yeah, Buck Ease. Yes. What if RH abandons EHEX? We don't. Yeah. Beaver Cleaver or beef? Okay. Bucky's is the best thing since sliced bread. I'm telling you, dude. If I lived by one, I'd probably lose, the price chart would go down real hard. I don't live by one because they're further east. The brightness of the chart takes me back to Nam. Yeah, back to Nam. Pump the likes. Yeah, hit the likes, boys. Have you still got the sniffling salts? Yeah, some of them. Actually, I threw most of them away. Because, like, after you open them, after they like, go bad. They don't go bad, but they just lose their power. So, I think most of them I had opened, and, yeah, I threw them away. And because the kids were, like, messing around with the bottles, and I was like, it takes one time for this damn kid to open that bottle, and then they're going to be eating it or something. Then I'm going, straight to smelling salt jail. Okay. Okay. The chart has spoken. Only true stakers care about EHEX. True. What are we doing for Hex's birthday? Yeah, that's coming up quick, huh? Oh. What do you want to do? Let's see. I love the smell of beaver and the sound of the high heels on the hardwood floor. Okay. December 9th, ink hits 50 million supply. I think we are going to see a lot of magic across the chain. Maybe. Maybe. All right, guys. Well, we got our pumpage. I would like to get this to like 5 cents. Okay. 300 likes official. This is Sparta. Let's go. All right. You guys have a great one. I will see you guys on the next one. I'll try to stream more, now that we got something to talk about. And yeah, you guys have a great one. I will see you guys on the next one. Later, dudes.